widow. Deadly little spider. My love is painful. Yeah, I'm a fighter. You followed my scent, tapped on my web. I was gonna scare you away, but I think you should stay instead. Drop from the ceiling, your vibe I am feeling. You smell delicious, yeah, I find you appealing. Oh, you're so cute, I could just eat you. Turn your insides to goo. Wrap you up and keep you. Baby, I love you, but you gotta die now. You gotta die. Baby, I love you, but you gotta die now. You gotta die. You gotta die. Pull you in with long legs, look into my many eyes, hypnotize, know you'll die, but it's worth the suicide. I sink in my fangs, venom pumping through your veins. It's just a neurotoxin, why you crying in pain? My body's an hourglass, now yours is in paralysis. Goosebumps and chills, ooh what a thrill this is. Oh, you're so cute, I could just eat you. Turn your insides to goo. Wrap you up and keep you. Baby, I love you, but you gotta die now. You gotta die. Baby, I love you, but you gotta die now. You gotta die. She bit my style, so I bit her face. You don't wanna fuck with a little nano case. Put a basic bitch back in her place. Now Devereaux, drop that fucking bass. It's Bridget, bitch, and I'm in the cut. Flirty, nerdy, little juggalo slut. You don't like me, I don't give a fuck. You could kiss my cute little juggalo butt. I got the hatchet man branded on me. Bridget bites, can't nobody fuck with me. The carnival love me and take care of me, cause I represent Juggalo family. All the ops want us to die. Fuck 12, especially the FBI. Juggalo strong, we multiply with our middle fingers up in the sky. I wanna see you move, wanna see you bounce. Turn up the heat, let's burn down this fucking house. I wanna see you move, wanna see you bounce. Turn up the heat, let's burn down this fucking house. I wanna see you move, I wanna see you bounce. Turn up the heat, let's burn down this fucking house. I wanna see you move, wanna see you bounce. Turn up the heat, let's burn down this fucking house. Yeah, that's what I like to see. Bring the bass back, bring the bass back, bring the bass back, bring the bass back, bring the bass back. I like painting my face up and dancing around to them haunted bumps and carny sounds. I hold it down for the underground. We do this for the culture, fuck your clout. Others pop champagne, we poppin' Fagos. Shake them all up, then we spray them hoes. Catch me wildin' at the ICP show, getting wet in the front rows. I got the hatchet man branded on me. Bridget bites, can't nobody fuck with me. The carnival love me and take care of me, cause I represent Juggalo family. All the ops want us to die. Fuck 12, especially the FBI. Juggalo strong, we multiply with our middle fingers up in the sky. I wanna see you move, wanna see you bounce, turn up the heat, let's burn down this fucking house. I wanna see you move, wanna see you bounce, turn up the heat, let's burn down this fucking house. I wanna see you move, I wanna see you bounce, turn up the heat, let's burn down this fucking house. I wanna see you move, wanna see you bounce, turn up the heat, let's burn down this fucking house.
There we go.
It's the Weekly Wicked Webshow with TeamMUJ. Family united, not divided, let me hear you say. It's the Weekly Wicked Webshow with TeamMUJ. Family united, not divided, let me hear you say. It's the Weekly Wicked Webshow. It's the Weekly Wicked Webshow.
How you guys doing tonight?
Dog, I'm happy as fuck to be back in this bitch.
Yeah,
this
man.
not gonna fucking work. This Darby O'Chill fucking green. But yeah, happy as fuck to be back on a brand new episode of the Yo, shout out to everybody in the chat already. Prez, how you doing tonight?
I'm all right. I'm all right.
Oh, gosh.
Blending in.
Oh shit.
Yellow.
Oh damn.
Oh. That's
a metaphor for how Jiggy Fresh will be all over the place tonight.
We also got Daddy Daycare
Yeah.
going on in the back.
Shout out Payback, even though we don't have it on the screen tonight. We have bad luck watching the pay-per-views while we do this shit. Somehow we always end up getting shut down. Tonight we're using the TV for the actual studio shit. Yo, shout out. Yeah, shout out everybody in the chat, yo. Yung Fiend, Easy Juggalo, Bridget Bites, Don Chaos, motherfucking Run Crim. Everyone on this bitch. TeamMUJ out there, yo. If I am Mystic still in that motherfucker too. Shout out Mystic. He's in the intro now of the. They made the intro of the Weekly Web Show. Oh man, this hat then is throwing me off then too. I should know better. Shout out everybody, man. Tonight, you guys know last week we were not on the Weekly Wicked Web Show. We were out here block partying with Jiggy Fresh. Dog.
First one for me anyway, for us.
I had a good ass time, bro.
Bro, I didn't realize until like the next day, like we went in at like 1 o'clock. I thought it was like super like way earlier than that.
Yeah.
It was a good one.
Bro. Yeah, honestly, like thank you for extending the invite. First of all, before I start talking, shout out to homie Matt. I know you're watching tonight, Matt from across the block. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Matt. No, for real, bro. It was actually really fresh to pull up on a community event like that. It just backs up all the good shit we've been saying about Jiggy Fresh's crib since he's moved in. You know what I'm saying? Right, Jiggy Fresh lives in, there are still neighborhoods like this. You know what I'm saying? And it's cool that you live in one. You know what I'm saying? Where
it's pretty dope, though. Yeah. Like when we first moved in,
secure.
Yeah, man.
Matt and his wife Carrie Ann were the first ones to introduce themselves. They came and said like when they moved here, what was it, 15, 20 years ago, or whatever. No one introduced themselves, so like they took it upon themselves to be the welcoming committee for the block. You know what I'm saying? So now they welcomed us, and they even told us that, oh man, we have a block party every summer. All right, cool. Then there's
shout out to homie
Mikey.
Yeah, Mikey.
But yeah, dude, it was pretty dope, man. They sent out a little invitation thing. They came and handed out. You know what I'm saying? They leave it in the mailbox, and I came, knocked on doors and shit. Fucking, you know what I'm saying? Invite your friends and family and shit. So
Yeah, right away, Jiggy and Brett extended the invite, and before he had already told us that they do this type of shit. So I was like, damn, whenever they do it, I actually want to pull up. Like I won't front in any way at all. Like I was totally out of my comfort zone going to this fucking thing. Totally out of my comfort zone going to this thing. But that's how you gotta live life. You know what I'm saying? You gotta live life where you just pull up on a suburban black party and get your hand read underneath moonlight. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like until you pulled up on a suburban block party and had your palm read under moonlight, have you really even lived? You know what I'm saying? Have you even block partied? We sat down like EC Juggalo was saying he heard because we played that little video, and they like right as they're like regulators, and the whole block yelled regulators. Like you heard regulators a mile away from this block,
That's like like. I mean, people are older. Like I'm probably the youngest, but they're not like old. You know what I'm saying? So like, they grew up around that same area. I think Jermaine and Chris, who live right around the corner, they're like already so maybe a year old.
Oh, right down on the block here.
Yeah, right here. It was homeboy's birthday.
Yeah, right there. Yeah.
So they've been real cool and shit too. Jermaine's real cool. Chris works a lot. He's like me, so like we'll see each other every now and then. Say what's up, but. Jermaine's always out there in the yard doing something with the dog and waving and hey,
Yeah, bro, it was fresh. Like everyone was all welcoming. Like I said, we were sitting there eating food while they were playing some throwbacks and shit. We were doing Jello shots that were in syringe, like in the fucking the needle shit.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't know how many of those we drank that night though, man.
I know I had at least 5 different colors. So I know I at least had 5.
Yeah,
and I probably had a couple extra blue or red ones because those were still in a mix.
At one point, we kind of just stood over the little kiddie pool that they were in and just like
taking
shots.
All right, let's try this one. All right, let's try this one. It was cool, man. We were out there for a minute. Had a good time, like I said. It was definitely different. And as the night went on, we got drunk. The whole block got drunk with us though too. So it wasn't like
I think a couple of them maybe hit the pens every now and then.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
Trying it out.
I swear, bro. Like I walk up, and Jiggy's getting his palm or a hand read or whatever. It was like pretty fucking. It was some cool shit, right?
Spot on shit.
So they're like, oh yeah, blah blah. Here, you, bro, and like. I'm telling you, it was cloudy all fucking day. Last Saturday it was cloudy like a motherfucker, and like right as this was happening, the moon was coming out, so it seemed extra fucking crazy that it was happening.
It was breezy, got a little warm out there. You know what I'm saying, and like, all right, a little cool out there, but it was dope, man. It was different. Like I didn't know the neighbor was into fucking aura reading and shit like that. Like, so I was like, just out of nowhere, she's like, "Oh, you got yellow aura." I was like, "What?" And then she's like reading my hand and telling me, "Oh, this means this." I was like, all right. So then I was fucked. I was like, "Yo, Bobby, come get your palm read." I
kind of want to get my palm read,
bro.
I don't remember what she
said about my neighbor.
Look, I know like front shit. Like, I mean, I guess you could say something that would satisfy everybody, but like my homie was there. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit that this lady said was like pretty much spot the fuck on.
Yeah, I think mine was too. I just don't remember.
Yeah, I mean, I know I was a little intoxicated at the time, but she was like, she was saying some shit, and I was like, just looking over, like, yep, like, damn, she held my hand out here. I don't know if she just wanted that opportunity to hold my hand and see what my hand felt like or whatever.
I bet.
She held my hand out there into the moon's rays onto my hand, and man, it was pretty fucking fresh, bro. Straight up, bro. It blew my mind. Like, she was spot on. She said some shit about Jiggy while I was there. I was like, yo, this chick's a witch. No, I was just joking.
She said, "I'm gonna do what the moon tells me to do," and she read it all.
Hey, dog, I was like, yo, that is fucking, shout out Freak.
Yo, Freak dropped some shit in our DM too.
Yeah, I got it saved I think it's on the YouTube now. Yo, Bridget, it was pretty fucking fresh. For real. Like, I was like actually surprised.
Yeah, even Jordan said Freak dropped.
I didn't see it on here, but I can see this line here.
Huh? Can't see them.
Yeah.
Why you have this? It's not even that noticeable.
I know, but that was all I noticed. But anyway, it was pretty fresh, man. So if you got, we had like kind of kicked around the idea of doing a web show last week, and even at one point it was like late, and I was like, Gee, I'm gonna go set up the computer downstairs, bro. Because basically, for the amount of talking we did with a bunch of other homies, we could have done a web show. Because we called Baker. We talked to Baker for a hot minute. We talked to Strife for a minute. We talked to Darby for a minute.
Darby was out partying somewhere too.
Yeah, it was like
What's up?
we called Strife. Jiggy always called Strife first or whatever.
Oh,
so Strife, I don't think that
I always called Stripe, man.
but he called Darby, and I hung up as soon as we called Darby. And like 2 minutes later, Darby calls back or whatever. And he was lit at a function too, so we're over here like just talking shit, like, "Oh, dog, just had my palm wrapped under the moonlight and shit." It was hilarious, bro. Bro, we ended up sitting back in the garage, just like powwow, and then after that, kind of like after we watched everyone leave the street, they took their like whatever they were going, maybe to the swing at the next house or whatever. And we were like, "Oh shit!" We just ended up chilling in the garage, powwowing. But yeah, that's where we were last week, man. So there was no Weekly Wicked Webshow. I know you guys chopped it up with us before.
We might have some special guests from our neighborhood just pop up here, doors open.
Yeah, right. Come on, be on the podcast. Yeah, that would be dope. So a lot of shit's happened over the last week. We're going to get into all of that and more, update on a bunch of other shit as the show goes on. But first, we're going to kick it off with a video from the homie Yung Fiend, shot at the motherfucking 2023 Gathering of the Juggalos. All over that bitch, including the motherfucking hill where our campground was at, or our camp spot was at, rather. You know what I'm saying? Our chill spot was at, actually. Because our actual camp spot was at a fucking hotel 5 minutes up the road. We had a red roof over our tent.
The hill's more like the residential.
Yeah, the hill's the chill spot. So it got pretty rowdy, bro. This video is dope. It like captures that raw energy at the end of the shit. No. I was so faded though by the time that we did this video. Yeah. I didn't really cut super loose until that last day of the gathering, and I started drinking I started drinking as soon as I got my check. You know what I'm saying? And drinking.
The celebration,
bro. Yeah, it was celebration day, bro. At one point, you could see me in the video, and I'm just sort of like, just out of this bitch, bro. Like a quesadillos in several balloons, raw gathering mode. You know what I'm saying? But this was fresh as fuck. This shit was dope. I'm gonna run this video right now. Y'all, everyone who's chilling in the fucking chat, run this shit up. If you're feeling the video, go check it out. This shit was crazy, bro. Like, yeah, it was last day of the gathering, so I was like super fucking lit. You know what I'm saying? Like, hell yeah.
It was dope.
Run this junta. You guys run it up though too after the show. Go leave comments on this shit.
You know, like after watching the video, I didn't realize. Like, I guess I did realize, but like, there was a lot of people on the hill.
Oh, sure, but that time it was straight mopping, bro. People came up like, "What's going on up here?"
Shaggy the Airhead on the beat.
Logged out, smoked out, creeping like a fucking crow. I'm high as fuck, bitch, and I be feeling like I might implode. Explode from the motherfucking inside out. I feel alone, even when I'm in that fucking crowd. So I'm sitting here, rolling up a fat blunt. Faded off my ass while sipping on a brass monk. Disrespect me, boy, then I might have to smack ya. Your fiend up in this bitch, like I'm Dracula. I'm sipping a 40, I'm smoking a blunt. Fucking a shotty, she drill on my nuts. All of you phonies be stuck on the blood. Fucking with me, but you know I get butt. Leaving your asses all caught in the rut. Feeding this bitch, you know I'm a mud. Not giving a fuck, this life is so rough. I'ma do what I gotta to get my bucks up. Drunk punk wild in the motherfucking street. 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 High off coke and sipping OE. Spitting blood between my teeth. I'm a motherfucking asshole, bitch. I piss on your beliefs. Watch your motherfucking mouth before you speak like that to me. Leave you leaking in the street. What you sow is what you reap. Put your bitch ass straight to sleep. Now your soul is mine to keep. 666 is what I preach. All y'all pussies fucking weak. I got Shaggy on the beat. Y'all could never fuck with me. Young Fiend, bitch. I be crawling out of my dungeon, causing all of this ruckus with my fucking blade tucked in. I don't give a fuck about these hoes and I won't fucking trust them. Just a scum punk motherfucker looking for more ways to hustle, yeah. All my scallywag shit, sipping on some rum, getting head from a witch. Give a fuck about your clique. Get up out my circle if your ass is a snitch. Fuck boys, slit your motherfucking wrist. Drunk punk wild in the motherfucking street. High off coke and sipping OE. Spitting blood between my teeth. I'm a motherfucking asshole, bitch. I piss on your beliefs. Watch your motherfucking mouth before you speak like that to me. Leave you leaking in the street. What you sow is what you reap. Put your bitch ass straight to sleep. Now your soul is mine to keep. 666 is what I preach. All y'all pussies fucking weak. I got Shaggy on the beat. Y'all could never fuck with me. Bitch.
Lazy and crazy, Shaggy the airhead, bitch.
Look at young Jiggy sitting there. All of a sudden, we come back. It's just fucking
I drunk.
Yo, hey, that video was so gas. Shout out Fiend. Shout out Strife. Shout out Shaggy there. Had such a fucking fire track. Such a fire beat, man. Dope ass video. That's one of those ones that hits the motherfucking trifecta and shit. Solid track, solid beat, solid video. That'll be one of those ones that you'll look back all the time and remember that fucking gathering, especially for all of us and all the homies that were in it. Shout out, like G was saying when we were off and it was muted, or even right before, there's just like a gang of motherfucking homies in that video. Like everybody pulled up onto the hill.
Everybody was on the hill that week, plus everybody who came for the video shoot. You know what I'm saying? Like we talked about it all the time. It was dope coming up there and you seen Strife and Yung Fiend and Titan and Monster. Everybody just, holding it down, like chilling. And if we're not there, they know it's a nigga who's body. You know what I'm saying?
I'm putting it on the porch, you know what I'm saying?
So they came and chilled. And then, when Strife and Fiend came to the hey, can we do the video here? Can we come up here? Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? So they rolled up. They brought a squad of people, showed up. Everybody, all the homies that was there chilling with us throughout the week. That video,
big same for sure.
Yeah, big same, and that fucking video brings the vibes back. So
straight up, yeah.
It's nice to have a video.
A couple months later, you get hyped with it again. I was so faded that day, and I'm seeing the fucking my speaker because that's what we were bumping this shit up. Seeing the speaker sends me fucking Saw fucking eating the pizza, dog. And I saw eat that pizza and shit. Even just now, it's like, yo, I'm gonna walk down the hill real quick. Give me a slice real quick. Let me get fucking pizza real quick, bro. Oh man, so shout out, man. Shout out Fiend, bro. Y'all fuck with Fiend.
Run it up.
That shit, yeah, well, that shit was. This is a good ass video. It's a good ass track, but the track's just like a fucking good ass hype track. Fucking dope ass Shaggy there.
Yeah, we was drunk, punk, wild in the motherfucking gathering.
Bro, man, like we were just straight out like that was like extra hard deli day for me, bro. Like I that was the earliest day I really started drinking heavy.
That was a celebration day, dog. You got the check
straight up.
Work was done. I was trying to have fun.
Came back, smoked that blunt that EC Jugg had rolled up and handed it to me at the Ned game. Fucking crack up and delos, and it was just straight madness after that. So by the time that video came out, I was like, oh shit. And then like, I was fucking just hitting balloons every fucking night, like every opening after that point then too. It was like shit, because I was doing like little whippets here and there, like the whole gathering or whatever. But then like on the last day, I'm really like, come on, Bobby, fill me up. Fill me up. Let's do this video.
And we went on a mission to find more balloons.
Damn.
So it was crazy that we ran
I think at one point I was standing next to Strife and Jane, and I was just like,
you can see it at one point in the video. I'm just like, wait, what are we doing? Like, shit,
I was like, oh yeah, there's gonna be a video.
This shit's crazy. Yeah, I kept thinking after that too. I was like, damn, we're in that video shoot. I was fried, dog. I don't even know shit. I don't even know what I was doing. But yo, shout out, man. I love that shit. And again, it's just one of those things too.
Like, make a video appearances.
Hell yeah.
We should do more.
And when you miss the gathering, then too, you got some memories right there. You're like, oh shit. Remember that time we had the hill fucking banging? Yeah. The hill's the spot, man. Like I love the gathering, bro. I miss the gathering. I miss all y'all, man. For real, that shit was that was hype.
But yo, I mean, there's more events coming up.
So. Oh hell yeah, man.
We'll have our little mini mini gatherings.
Here, there, and around. Hell yeah. Damn, I forgot about that last week shit though. Can you believe it was a chick? She did bring a gun into the Sox Park?
Yeah.
What?
Held it in her.
Oh, that shit was true?
Held it under her fat folds is what they were saying.
Yeah, and it was an accident. So
And it
let
went
off.
off under her fat folds and probably burned her and shot the lady next to her.
Shot the lady in the leg and grazed.
Yeah, Podler and I were at a White Sox game last Friday, and apparently, like, someone got shot in the stands and shit. Bro. Yeah, so apparently someone got shot in the stands and shit. The shit was crazy. They didn't even shut the shit down. There was like a 90s concert that was going to happen at the end. That's what they shut down. But apparently someone got shot like the fourth, and they didn't shut the shit down. So whatever lawyer's taking up that class action lawsuit against the Chicago White Sox and the Chicago Police Department, make sure I get in on that. You know what I'm saying? So
Chicago.
Yeah,
hell of a town.
Yeah, that was another reason why we weren't live last week though either, because we couldn't do it Friday night or Saturday night, and the Sunday nights usually don't go over. So, but man, like Prez Murders was saying, there is a lot of opportunities to kick it with TeamMUJ or the Juggs in general over the next couple of months. You know what I'm saying? A couple of fucking dope ass tours kicking off for Leg 2. Yeah, you got motherfucking the Shaggy to Dope quest for the Ultimate Groove Leg 2 kicking off on the 8th. So just in a couple of days from now, it'll kick off in Newport, Kentucky with Lardy B and Hex. That's a fucking straight up hit right there if I've ever heard one. Hitting all over the place this weekend, bro. That's another thing, man. Much love to everybody who's kicking with us and aren't at the float either. You know what I'm saying? So that's another reason I was like, yo, like float's like some shit I want to do like eventually at some point. Man. So being here today talking about like just juggalo shit, like we can't gloss over the fact that we wish we were floating.
What's up, dude? I'm hitting the button, bro. I got daddy daycare going on this weekend.
Straight up, bro. This is funny. It hasn't happened like this in a long time. Straight up daddy daycare, man.
Jordy and the little daughter and Disney with the grandparents. And me and little man are hanging back chilling. Bro, you got my phone, dog. Daddy don't usually give me the phone, bro. I usually don't give him the phone.
He's never there just straight chilling.
Yeah.
Bro, but that's what's up, man. We got a lot still, like I said, to talk about with those events coming up. I believe I skipped over that then too. So you have the second leg of the Three-Headed Monster Tour. That kicks off, bro. And they got R.A. the Rugged Man on that. I don't know if we said that on the last one when we were talking about it.
I don't think so.
But R.A. the Rugged Man pulling up on that whole tour. So make sure you guys check that shit, bro. Like Clown's going super hard right now on these solo junts. And got a couple of festivals coming up then too. You got the Blue Ridge Rock Festival. That's Slice and Peas doing that, and then Riot Fest
next week,
2 weeks from now. It'd be the 16th, bro. And speaking of that Riot Fest shit, bro, they're actually been playing it like a pretty good time too. They play like the last people to play. Like they put up the timeline sometime earlier this week, and they play like later during the day, right, that night or whatever. So,
dope too is because again, I was watching the new Steve-O and Violet J shit, and they're talking about they're doing their solo tours, but then they're doing a couple festivals, and Riot Fest is one of those where you see ICP together. So that's dope as fuck.
That is dope as fuck. That's really the main reason why.
No. What's up with the squeeze, bro?
Good.
Ooh, Darby, bro. Shout out Darby O'Trill with the motherfucking house, man. Really, yeah. Darby O'Trill picked him up the phone call again last week. Bro, if you're gonna be at Juggalo, Ohio, EC Jug, man, that'll be so gas, bro. That'll be so fucking dope, man. Yeah, that was Jigsaw spilling in the back, bro. Whee! He did. They were out of Mountain Dew, Code Red. at Taco Bell on his way here. So
I would like to say it was Jigsaw, but he doesn't come within earshot around us anymore.
My son appears more than Jigsaw Killer or Pogger.
like we were saying though, so that those 2 dates are coming up over these next 2 months, man. If you could catch either of them, I highly would. And then immediately following that will be the Revelations tour with Ouija Macc and Darby O'Trill, hitting a couple of spots around your areas, bro. This one really kind of goes all over the place.
So you know which one we hitting up, right?
Yeah, definitely West Chicago, the West Chicago Social Club on November 3rd. But man, like I swear I keep eyeing up those 2 Indianapolis dates on the Shaggy Toad Hope tour and the one on this Revelations tour. That Black Acre or Black Circle Brewing for both these tours is going to be big gas. If you have the opportunity to pull up to either of them, if you are a craft beer drinker, you got a nice spot in Indianapolis for that. So you'll have Black Circle on 10/28, and then the Shaggy to Dope tour is also hitting there on 10/5. So make sure you guys check that shit out.
Heard that first.
New set list. Yeah.
Hell yeah, new set list on that shit. That's gonna be so fresh, man. I'm really excited about. Because I don't know for sure if we'll catch second legs of either of those other tours, but Revelations tour is an absolute must. We'll be hitting that Revelations junta.
I do want to catch the second leg.
No, bro, 2 Dope, Hex, and Lardy. Maybe we get Saw out of the house for that.
Maybe.
See Lardy B down
Lardy is mad. Well, he got some vacation coming up.
Oh, okay.
I think, but I don't know.
He'll use them for Lardy. Yeah, that's really fresh. That's so much touring. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of touring right there. Ouija on the second leg of that 3-headed monster.
Right into Revelations.
Right into Revelations. You know what I'm saying?
I think there's a 3-day break. I think that ends the 9th of October. 3-headed monster. Then on the 12th, Revelations.
That's super fresh, man. I'm really hyped for those tours. Like I said, I'd love to see the second leg of either Quest tour or 3-headed monster tour. But I don't know if those are possible, but for sure, man, that Revelation spot's gonna be dope. Hell yeah, man. That's what's awesome. So there's been so much shit that dropped just in the last week since we've been out here. You know what I'm saying, bro? We'll get into that too. We're gonna run a quick break on some shit that's came out over the last week. We're gonna drop this new Strife and the Clonosaurus and get back into some of this chatter here on the Weekly Wicked Webshow. We'll be talking, new Ouija Trizz. We'll be talking Violent J's podcast run. We'll be talking some Hell's Pit shit. So stay tuned in. We're gonna run this fucking Strife junta that came out while we were off. Strife goes bilingual on this motherfucker, so that he could set new trends in the underground. Run it. Boom. We'll be right back.
Oh, you have got to be kidding, sir. First, you think of an idea that has already been done, and then you give it a title that nobody can possibly like. Didn't you think this is bestseller list for 18 months? Every magazine cover has top pair movies of all time, sir. What? I got no cowards! Not gonna find you! I got no cowards! Not gonna find you! I got no answers. I got no waiting the alone. I got no answers. I just stay and bleed at home. I got no answers. Got no time to sing your lines. I just barely got a grip of this. I'm reeling on the line. Déjame hacer un monstruo dentro de tu casa. Soy abajo de tu cama y el mono que abraza. Si tú tienes miedo, ve a la iglesia o la masa. A glass can only spill what it contains inside this taza. That's an at your feet because I'm quick to bring it home. I don't talk about the streets because that's really where I'm from. Say my name 3 times like Candyman and look in your reflection. If I'm not there, then punch the mirror, soaking all of my my injection. I got no answers. Got no way to be alone. I got no answers. I just stay and bleed at home. I got no answers. Got no time to sing your lines. I just barely got a grip of this. I'm reeling on the line.
We just made on. Speaking of
We're just looking at the little clonosaurus over here. That's strangely like just right there. What's bro?
The sour rendition of Strizzle, my son sitting with his
man.
hands crossed, eating Oreos, smiling.
Yo, shout out Strife, bro. Straight up kill the game on that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Always come correct. Some Simpson reference shit. And going with the Spanish route on the verse, bro. I'm telling you, I'm not saying it's 100% never been done before, but bet it's gonna get done a bunch more now after that, bro.
What did you say?
Like I said,
you're whooping up the Duolingo.
Yeah, bro. Hey, I actually bought fucking Duolingo that day, so all the fucking underground rappers who went and bought the year subscription just got me paid. You feel me? So shout out Strife for the stock tip on the Duolingo shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, shout out Strife, man. Drop that shit after immediately, like right after our last show. Matt, you're gonna have to tell me how to use that thing.
What's the button?
And then just like put my mouth right here?
No.
Oh.
It's right there. So don't eat it.
I mean, if you want to get fucking third-degree burns on your lips.
I just press it and hit it or at the same diameter?
Yeah. Awesome.
Sorry, guys, I'm smoking crack for the first time live on the Weekly Wicked Webshow. How's it work?
Rookies.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, it's not working for me. I don't know.
working.
Okay, there's. I don't know technology like this, bro. I smoke weed.
Well, this is weird.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Sorry, guys. Oreo. Yo, so like, we've been fucking talking this last week. Really, bro, I thought it's weird because, like, yeah, I know when fucking Hell's Pit dropped or whatever. But it's
Right
now, do I have to hit the button still?
No.
Oh, good.
Hey, you got us an eyebrow raise.
You're gonna die.
Okay. There we go. Got a little warm. All right. It's just vapor. Yeah. Anyway, it's like I know when Hell's Pit dropped or whatever, but it's just something like, consciously think like the 31st or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But the last few days, I had been listening to Hell's Pit, just wasn't even really thinking about the anniversary, and I was just listening to tracks off it or whatever. And then
That's true.
I think the day of the anniversary, I think it was Bridget who would text me about it before I even seen it on Twitter or whatever. It's like, oh, it's right there or whatever. And I was like, fuck yeah. And I was like, yo, I'm gonna watch Bowling Balls just for the culture, which I did. I want to let everyone know that I did watch Bowling Balls the other night for the culture. Yo, shout out everybody. Shout out Michelle. Hell yeah. Whoop whoop. So I threw on the motherfucking Bowling Balls, but I was just listening to the record a few days before, just thinking about it or whatever, and then someone was like, yeah, it's the anniversary. 19 years. So all the shit we're gonna talk tonight, set a reminder because we're gonna say it again next year on the 20th anniversary. You know what I'm like? You know what I'm saying?
That's right, Papa.
21 years. Shit. 20 long years ago, I didn't even think I would have children. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think I'd make it to the opportunity to have children. And if I did, they would have been raised without me for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Which I'm happy. It didn't work out that way. Let me preface with that. I'm much happier.
We've been blessed that it didn't happen that way.
Yeah. But just to think, man, where the fuck I was in 2004. You know, like just even say that it's like weird because it doesn't like. Sometimes my mind skips the whole like teens, and I'm just like, oh yeah, you know, it's just like 10 years ago, 2004, you know, 10 years ago type beat or whatever. But here, we'll be 20 years next year, man. Like I said, you know, everything we talk about now, I'm sure we're gonna have to talk about it in extreme fashion. Someone next year invite us on your podcast to tell our 20th anniversary story of Hell's Pit, and I'm gonna tell most of the same shit I'm gonna say right now. You know what I'm saying? But next year, I'm looking at you, Carnival Spirits or Mikey Sears, whoever's doing the 20th anniversary special next year for Hell's Pit. Holla at your boys, TeamMUJ. Yeah, like even going off shit that like, you know, I saw Waddy post the other day, you know, blah blah. I don't trust jugglers over 30, you know, picture from OG, whatever. I was like, yo, shit. Going along with this whole week, it just makes me think about, you know, that like, you know, 02 was, you know, my first gathering or whatever. We got to see the 6 Jokers card. I know when I left the gathering that year, it was my first gathering or whatever, but I know when I left the gathering, I was definitely a different person or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And after the, like, you know, 3 or 4 years or whatever before, being able to go to a gathering or whatever, and seeing what this juggalo shit was, or thinking what the juggalo shit was, going to the gathering and seeing what it actually was, or what it was just even then becoming. It's just crazy, you know, like for it all to come down to Hell's Pit, you know what I'm saying? And Hell's Pit being the end or whatever was really fucking wild. And like, I could just like that day for real, like I can almost still like remember that fucking full day, like going and buying both copies of the shit, and stopping at that Sitco in Hobart. That was like along 51 or whatever, that one juggalo used to work at or whatever, and stopping there afterwards and coming in like, you know, blah blah, you know, because he said he couldn't go until afterwards or whatever. But just like it's just crazy to think, man, how long ago that was. I know when a few years back we did some shit, the tribute episode, the episode that never aired, you know what I'm saying? And we had thought about it at that point, that like how it had already been longer since, you know, the 6 Jokers card came out. Then, you know, I don't even know the way that we'd fucking said it or whatever, but it was just mind blowing, you know what I'm saying?
That time it had been like 15 years, almost 14 years. So you got to figure that about 5 years ago when we kicked the episode that never aired. So yeah, thinking like, damn, bro, it's been out longer than, you know, whatever we compared it to, but it was like half of our life or whatever at the time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It was just like, man, it's crazy. That's wild. Like, to think about it, like even then that we were jugging that long to where 15 years ago the Wraith came out. We're like, dude, it's fucking wild. Our Hell's Pit came out. Yeah. You know, and then that had been so that was my second gathering. Yeah. So that was when we went with Tom and shit. Yeah, my brother drove us out there. Up, bro. So it was like right before that. So yeah, right before Hell's Pit, because Hell's Pit was on the cusp, man. It was coming out the next month, the following month, or later. No, the next month, because back then it was like in July gathering shit. So
it was such a wild era, and the contrast between both eras to the, you know, Hell's Pit being this extra dark, wicked side of the shit. You know what I'm saying? And like it was, even for a long time, it was like if you play them back to back, you could feel how heavy it changes to go over to Hell's Pit, you know? Peace out, Don. Hope everything's been good. Much motherfucking love. Don, I need to talk to you on some serious shit, but we need to talk on the phone to handle this conversation. So DM me for my phone number and let's talk. I want to talk something important with you. Some real Jugg shit immediately, Doncast. So if you're still in the chat room, DM for my number. DM me your phone number, and I'm going to call you. That's what you got to be waiting on. That phone call. I need it. You know, and 04. Yeah, me and Jiggy Fresh went out to that gathering. 04 wasn't necessarily the greatest era of my life around the time that Hell's Pit came out. I was a late teenager going through a lot of shit. In fact, man, I was like, oh, it's not like it's something like I'm gonna gloss over. It's not like it's like weird or whatever. But like the chick I was kicking it with at the time, R.I.P., was in jail when this album came out. It's not that funny though, bro. For real, it's not.
You're crying,
I know. Thanks for crying, bro. Thank you. I thought he was clowning me, but anyway, it was though. It was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It was a fucked up time. In my room, always had fucked up like meaning and all that shit. A bunch of shit on the album had like fucked with me for a while. Where like I didn't even like. It was like such a heavy hitter that I only put it on when I needed it to be a heavy hitter. Now it's like a regular play I listen to all the time or whatever. But like just to think what 2004 was and even 2014 was to now we're looking at 2024 next year, 20 years later from the time this came out, bro. Like I was thinking about this too. Like a lot of the shit that like I talk on the Weekly Wicked Web Show, like you guys have to understand really has to be true because Jiggy was there for like a majority of this shit or whatever. And I like, you know, he's not gonna just let me sit here and talk a lot of just like bullshit or whatever, and he can back up some of the shit that I was
look at him like, then you know, bullshit. But like it's bullshit.
So like, we were some straight jugs, you know, like some young teenage jugs out like, there fucking.
I was fresh out of high school.
Wearing 3XL fucking t-shirts and fucking Dickies and shit. And
Jankos, high socks.
We wore Dickies like almost exclusively because we were gangbanging. So we would wear Dickie shorts, like black Dickie shorts to go with whatever green else we read. And then if we had the black Dickie pants on, the cuffs were rolled up, you know what I'm saying? And that bitch, you know, straight loped out, you know what I'm saying? And then green to go with the shit, you know what I'm saying? Green bandanas, green laces or whatever they're going shit, you know what I'm saying? So be black on this shit.
Black and greened out.
But dog,
we had like one high black sock, one high green sock.
I remember how hot it was that August, bro. Like that late August. I remember it being like super fucking hot. And it was like they like the fucking world aligned with Hell's Picks. It was just a hot end of the muggy summer when this shit had dropped, bro. And the whole like dog, like all of our homies at that time were like straight up like real Jugg shit or like just down with the shit. So we'd be bumping it, bro. Everywhere that we went, we'd be bumping it. In the whips, fucking while Mo's skateboarding in front of the crib or whatever, we'd just be bumping this fucking spin, bro.
Like people really do need to understand, like Bobby's talking about how like all this shit's true. Like our Jugg clique was literally blocks apart from each other. On the same block, off the off streets, off the main block. Bobby, Mo, homie Jail, they all lived like on the main block, Warren Street. And then like I lived on 25th and Warren, fucking homies lived on 26th and Warren. Motherfuckers lived right across the other cross main road, fucking Central, like literally blocks apart from each other. Oh, hit the skip button. You know how to skip the ads, bro. And I mean that is true. Like anywhere we went, it was fucking that summer would have been Hell's Pit. You know what I'm saying? It was like that summer leading into the fall, everywhere that tour went, there was by that time we all were getting our license.
Done.
So we were in
tour, bro.
We were in Grand Rapids, we were in fucking Chicago, we were in Indianapolis,
bro.
We were anywhere that was fucking anywhere that was drivable for us. We knew we could make it back in the day because back then we weren't balling to have hotels and like everybody and gas was a little cheaper, so you know what I'm saying, everybody threw in $5-10 and damn, all right, cool, who's driving? All right, cool, we're going. It's my bout.
Bro, a core show memory of mine is at that Hell's Pit show, standing next to you, and we're in that, like, it's like a crowd swell, you know what I'm saying? Anywhere the crowd's moving, you're moving. You're just stuck in it, waiting for ICP to come on. Boom, lights come off. They come out into the darkness with the shit with the motherfucking stakes on the motherfucking head, bro. And like the crowd swells fully, you know what I'm saying? And there's this girl who's like in the mix with us. It wasn't like anybody with us or whatever, but at one point she gets sucked under, and you really can't like pull up anybody, bro. And I remember at one point standing on top of this fucking person, bro. Like how fucking crazy it was. Hell's Pit. in that motherfucking shit, bro. And so we were able to like, everyone was finally able. The crowd swell broke.
Right.
Everyone was kind of able to fuck, bro. It was nasty as fuck.
Bro,
Thought they come out just in the name of the witch. I cut that, bro. It was just so fucking dope, right?
That show intro is so fucking. And there goes another contrast, bro. Think of the Shangri-La.
The Shangri-La tour.
Where they had the whole game show back.
Yeah. And we got a bunch of pictures of those too. That's the thing is like, you know, like the self, like taking pictures of yourself or whatever, or like even making sure that you got pictures of your crew a lot. That like that's like a new thing, really. You know what I'm saying? Bro, so like we took tons of pictures. We have rolls of fucking. Yeah. We have rolls of that the Shangri-La show in Chicago, and it's just like all ICP.
Yeah.
None of like there's like none of us. You know what I'm saying? Like,
if they're still in the aquarium at my mom's house, like in this tote, I got like a tote and like the ticket stubs and all that shit. There's pictures like that Shangri-La tour, bro, like all like everywhere, like hella fucking tuned up from Indy, from fucking Chicago.
From like for what you could get by
like cardboard disposable.
No, like that was like back then. Like Jiggy had like this. It was like a digital camera, but it still had film. Remember? Like so, like I think it like showed you what you took.
No, that one had the SD card. That was afterwards. Okay. The ones I got now,
I know you had one that was like it was like still like a digital camera, but it was like on film or whatever. So like took these like dope ass shots or whatever.
The one I had, that had like the SD card, and then something else with it. But the one at the Shangri-La time, bro, was like fucking Walgreens, fucking.
That's the thing, though, is we have like a bunch. There are cool shots of us. I know from one of those Shangri-La dates, there's like a big group shot of us or whatever, and it's like Baker, fucking you, Kurt, like you know, a lot of people we don't hang out with at all anymore. But I know Jiggy and I are in that shit, and there's pictures of us. We did like a photo shoot in front of my crib before we went there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So
was,
like we do have some cool ass fucking young Jugg pictures. Like I posted one a few weeks back, like before our last show. I posted
think that was the one,
and that was like one of us. That was before. I don't think that was before that tour though. I think that was something else. But we're like, you know, it's just cool as fuck. So like when these anniversaries do come up, you do place yourself back or whatever, and you're like, bro, that was 2004, bro. Like we've been fucking with this shit since before then, and like, and now you're like this Juggalo culture. Like that's why when we talk about it so much, it's like you've seen so much of it. You've seen how it goes in and out or whatever, and still to this day, still to this year, we're meeting Juggalos because of it. We're like. Every year is a new chapter. So every year is a new chapter where we meet. You know, we meet these. We're talking soup. You know what I'm saying? Like, can you believe it? In this era of Juggalohood, we're talking soup and going bloop bloop. You know what I'm saying? But it's just wild as fuck to go from 04 next year, 20 years later. The gathering has been all over the place. Juggalos are all over the place. You know what I'm saying? And like, it's just, man, I don't know. That era was so fresh. From the beginning to the end, you know what I'm saying? The Shangri-La era was so wild. The Raining Diamonds era was so wild. And when Hell's Pit did come out, it did seem like a full shift. There was a big shift in like energy, you know what I'm saying? And it was wild, bro. Like I'll think about that all the time. I'll think about that era all the time. When I listen to this shit, I'm like, yo, that's crazy as fuck. Like, you know, however old I was, you know what I'm saying, like 16 or 17 or some shit, you know, like just like.
It was like you said, the shift, bro, between the two albums, listening to them, and then you think about the visual aspect of the tours. It's like,
why did you choose this?
Like it was a completely different fucking.
Damien, can you give me a beer, bro? He's like, next year, dog. Next year.
But yeah, bro, I'm thinking like back on it when you compared it, is the fucking.
Highland Jane says it was because of smoking weed around like coming out of that like the Shangri-La or whatever that. But man, like just even the storytelling, the dark storytelling on Hell's Pit. I got like 8 grams in there for sure. You gotta be fucking with that shit. But just like
I mean, Bobby,
I don't know how long it's been, but Weekly Webshow drinking Bud Light.
But yeah, man, like the shit that I didn't really think about it until you like said the comparison shit, and I'm thinking like, yeah, bro. Shangri-La was like hella bright, game show, fucking sparkly jackets and ties and shit, and then the Hell's Pit intro was hellish, fucking heads on sticks type shit.
Bro, I was like, you know, I know that like, you know, producers could like had like different hurts and stuff like in the music, so like it affects you in certain ways. And there's definitely like Shangri-La was mixed with happy hurts and frequencies, and then Hell's Pit was mixed with fucking dark, devilish fucking frequencies. You know what I'm saying? Like you just when you play it and it goes from the end of Thy Unveiling and just that heavy fucking intro starts on Hell's Pit. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to Hell. Why did you choose this? It's just so gas. And like Hell's Pit going on and telling stories, like having Night of the 44 on there then too, which goes to Night of the fucking Red Rum over at Fearless Fred Fury, Night of the Axe off Carnival. I think that was super fresh. And then years later, for even it to get notoriety and TikTok fame off of In My Room is even cool as fuck to me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think that's still cool as fuck that people find it in. Straight up, bro. I used to get knocks at my window, 245, bro. It wasn't a ghost, luckily, but man, that shit's just so dope, man. Like the whole album just really like. I know we're gonna talk about it even more next year because of the 20th, and I'm gonna say this shit, but in graver detail. 24, bro. Bro, just the way the shit just starts. Find me. Oh, bro, it's just so fucking, it's so good, bro. Like, and it's like a different sounding song on the album, too, so I really love that one, too, Mikey, for sure, bro. Like, yeah, next year, Mikey, let's do that. Let's do the 20th anniversary fucking sit down. Let's talk fucking Hell's Pit with Dobby, which
we are opening up to the spooky season.
Hell yeah, man. And it is, it is like, it's a cool because they set up Hell's Pit as a movie to enjoy during the spooky season. I did watch just to show the fellas, that was a line. I watched Bowling Balls the other night.
Nice.
Watched Bowling Balls the other night. My least favorite one of my least favorite slice
Mom's gonna kill us.
The movie is just is fucking great. So I watched Bowling Balls the other night. It was fun to watch, as always. Yes, you're having a little good to me. But I just think this. I don't know, bro. I'm just not down with it. But shout out Dr. Wiggle Farmer. And shout out everybody. But wait, I threw a little homage to the Bowling Balls in that in the wagon chop and blaze shit that I did. So just for those, just for y'all or whatever. But yeah, man, I really don't. Just
my daughter texted me and then Joe was like, "Oh, how's he doing?" I'm listening, but yeah.
You should have sent a wild picture of him. You should have photoshopped a picture of him like fucking standing in a tub with some 40s.
Some
40s.
He's on my phone. That's why I'm like trying to text him to watch.
Some shades on.
I can see for the video purpose why they did this shit. I mean, because the video, like, man, the video is some shit my mom would watch on Sci-Fi Channel for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think that like the mixing the song into it just makes it so fucking lame. But I don't know. It's funny as fuck, and that's classic Juggalo shit. It's one of the things that they set their mind to do, and they did, and it came out, man. That's cool as fuck. I was watching it. It's so corny, but man, that's just straight Juggalo shit. Sauce feeling in the background. But yeah, you guys know how I feel about that track, but I just had to watch the shit or whatever. What was the other part? What else came with the other part of Hell's Pit?
The 3D, no, what's that 3D shit? What? 3D glasses was
no, but that came with one came with the DVD with the glasses, but then didn't another one come with something else?
Was it the Real Underground Baby fucking video?
Yeah,
Hell's Pit.
No, that was it was a bootleg in Denver. That's what
was it? I think so.
I don't remember.
Wonka?
Yeah, I remember what's the other
Wicked Wonka before they said.
No, because wasn't that year. Later that year.
Hey,
two different.
Oh, yeah, one was the movie, one was the concert. I just couldn't remember what the concert was. I know that one was the DVD for the Bowling Balls, but I couldn't remember. So it was.
So yeah.
Wicked Wonka Tour Live. Wicked Wonka Tour was 03 then?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I think so.
I went to that tour. That tour was gas. Real Underground Baby. Who was that? JC Dub, maybe, yeah. Oh yeah, I can just remember just what the one DVD was, and then it was the Shangri-La was the seminar, had the ICP seminar, yeah. Day 2 seminar from the Gathering. But man, that was like, again, classic shit, bro. It was an era that, brought an end to an era essentially. So when you listen to it all, and like, this wrapped it up, bro. This was the last fucking of the OGs, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it was fucking wild. I don't know, bro. Hey, the movie might be decent, bro.
Bowling balls, code, FOMO, movie, blase.
The movie is better than the song. That says a lot, bro. Straight up, the movie's better than the song. Fucking, whatever happened to that dude Mark Jury that did a lot of stuff with him back then? He was like in that Chainsaw Chuck video and stuff.
Dr. Booby Farmer.
I met him somewhere before. He was pretty cool.
What am I trying to say? Like, I get where Bob was coming from there. Like, I don't think it had with the more upbeat of Hell's Pit, but it was still.
If it was just a song about fellatio, maybe that'd be okay. But this is a song about actually chopping heads off. And it was too funny for
you. You can't get fellatio in hell, dog.
Yeah, I mean, you might be. It might be the fellatio you want. It might be had from Dr. Wiggle Farmer. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't get filleted in the fucking. Not by who you want to get filleted.
I feel you, though.
You know what I'm saying? So.
Top tier Judd, bro. Now we're getting a little out of line, bro. I'm saying it's in a tier of its own, like with like Cotton Candy and Popsicles. You know what I'm saying? They're like those two songs are in there in a category or whatever. You know? Yeah. I'll play the song again, even though I listened to it already a couple times this week.
Celebration.
That would mean so much to me. That would mean so much to me.
I'll diss you. You want to wear?
You want the world? What? Like, get out of here, bro.
With the line, Rob.
Fucking Shaggy Tudo should gimmick that for the rest of should have been the whole sixth, the whole.
It's open or shut.
The whole Hell's Pit era should have been fucking Shaggy Moto. That should have gimmick the whole Hell's Pit era should have been Shaggy with the fucking teeth and hunchback.
Quasi Tudo,
bro. 100%, man. That's then the gimmick could have ran, you know.
Listen with the mind.
But yeah, man. Look, bro. I fuck with it though. At least the whole album except for Bowling Balls. But yeah, I will watch it for the culture at least, once a year.
Every August 31st.
Yeah, August 31st, like Halloween.
From now on, everybody every August 31st, send bowling balls to Bobby's DMs on all social medias. If you have his phone number, text him the link to the YouTube video.
What I do is I'll sit there and I'll smoke some grade A cannabis and try to numb my bowling ball while I watch this shit, you know what I'm saying? But man, hey, look, back then there was like some really like cool shit that they did it. Watch it with your motherfucking 3D glasses on. I can't say that I don't have fun when I watch this shit. It's just like it's not like when someone's like, yo, what Slicey P song should I play next? Am I ever like bowling balls? Never that, unless the homies are in town, and then maybe I will or whatever. But I'll watch it. But man, you guys got stories for Hell's Pit? We'd love to always hear them. And if not, man, like Mikey Sayers don't like to celebrate odd anniversaries. It was a cool anniversary to think about, man. It's like it's just to think about the era every year. Even then, I was still a youngster, but I think then I was like, I probably didn't expect to be 25 years old. You know what I'm saying? So here we are now, grateful for the stew that we get to swim around in and talk almost 20 years of Hell's Pit. And with meeting new juggalos every day since then, this wicked shit will never die. And, when they said it was the end, you know what I'm saying? Luckily, it wasn't. So, luckily, we are.
There's another anniversary that got celebrated.
What's that?
Bang Pow Boom.
with a band. What's that? 13 years? That was the jam, dog.
Whatever you said, bro.
I think that was what 13 years then, maybe, because it came out. Was it 09 that it came out?
Yeah. Yeah, because that was one of the first shows we went back. Was sweet, so we had a robbery take place at the conference. That was Bang Pow Boom.
Oh yeah, it was Bang Pow Boom tour. Yeah, for sure. Holy shit, dog! I was faded at that show.
Bro.
Woo-wee. Jesus, Family Underground. Shout out Family Underground. Shout out Family Underground. Bang Pow Boom though, man. Shit, that was the anniversary too. Really, I see all these anniversaries mostly because Mikey Sears. So shout out Mikey Sears. Hell yeah, shout out. When I see a lot of those anniversaries, like the last episode we talked about 25 years of my fucking Forgotten Freshness 1s and 2 because of Mike Sears. So we're talking 19 years really because the whole Jugg community was talking about it. But that Bang Pow Boom then too, I didn't even really think about that. I went to that gathering. That was my first gathering back after a few years of that gathering. And that tour was dope. Me and Jiggy went to the tour. Actually, low key, bro, something happened that night and it's changed my life forever. It changed my life forever. It changed the trajectory of my alcoholism for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? I've probably told the story before, but whatever. But I was alcohol drunk. I don't drink alcohol like that no more, bro. But I was like alcohol drunk or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And look, man, I had just gotten back from Europe a few months prior, and I was not doing much fun while I was out in Prague in a cage or whatever. But you know, this was short. This was after a gathering or whatever. So this was later in the year. This was much later. This is like around Halloween. But I got really, really fucked up, man, and like somehow ended up with like 1,000 copies of fucking Family Underground. That's a whole other seminar. That's a whole other seminar. Whole other seminar. But at one point, man, like
you were handing them out.
I may or may not have like even tried to jump on stage at one point for another thing or whatever. But look, and like when I say this, I don't want you to feel any type of way about it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to feel any type of way about it when I say this or whatever. Because really, it might have saved my life. You know what I'm saying? It might have saved my life, you know? But I was fucked up, all right? So that's the context I give, right? But this is back in the day when things like this were possible. But, you know, Jiggy was having conversations, you know, back home, blah, blah. And I was also having conversations with me via text at the same time. And he happened to send this message. And it says, yeah, Bobby's all fucked up right now. I gotta babysit him and shit. And like, dog, bro, like it was like a sobering, it was a sobering moment at this concert, bro.
A kick to the dick.
I was like, he's absolutely right. I did myself.
There goes.
In all fairness, it was a wild night.
In all fairness, it was a wild night.
Shout out Dev. We've been talking.
We got talked about.
I think we're all pretty fucked up, and that was around the time when I first started dating a certain somebody. So I was like, yo, you know, I gotta watch out for him. It wasn't so much like a babysitting, like it was more like
no, he didn't even mean it like he didn't mean it and like not throwing my night tight.
No, it was
just
like,
that he said it.
I was like, yo, because didn't we? I think we almost got kicked out there. Yeah. So okay. So that was like
seriously, I was actually taken all the way outside.
Yeah.
For a minute. And
I had to talk. Yeah. Yes. Okay, I remember now. Yes.
Yeah.
We had to like, yo, bro, he's all right. I got him. Let me pull him away from the situation, and we'll regroup and come back. Yeah. Woo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was wild.
So, but since then, I made it a goal to know that if Jiggy ever got in that situation, I got him then. You know what I'm saying? Like, a homie will never be left behind or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That if I ever get to that situation again, Jiggy is there for me, and that because of that, if Jiggy is ever in that situation, I got him. I might take a picture of him and I might post it on his birthday later on that year or whatever, but I got him. I might take a video of him throwing up outside of my car, but I kept him safe so he didn't ruin his nice new C-17 jacket or whatever, because that's what brothers do like that.
But shit like that, yeah, bro. Like that all reminiscent coming back now. It was a wild night.
It's so wild.
There's not. I don't want to say all the time because I don't want people to think of it like that. But we tend to get. We're magnets to drama, all right. Whether it's something we do.
Bro, I really think the reason why we're going to get kicked out though is I was trying to get on stage. I was trying to get on stage just to be like, yo, this is my boy's favorite band. I'm going to get on stage. You know what I'm saying? Because I was alcohol drunk, you know, not beer drunk. But
we don't get alcohol drunk very often anymore. And if it is, it's like, you wake up like, damn, why the fuck did we do? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, like that time
I was Bang Pop Boom tour.
Yeah, that was Bang Pop Boom, dog. We didn't win a bang, dog.
Oh shit.
I mean, but yeah,
I rode into that bitch on a train and got a ride home with Jiggy later that night. So me and this other dude that I knew, we rolled in on a train and we drank like a whole bottle of vodka and Fago, like drinking it like Sweets.
Oh.
So then when we left, we ended up getting a ride with Sweets and you guys. And after that, right?
Yeah. So I left with Sweets and I think LJ.
Yeah, and drove up here or whatever, or something like that, and we ended up riding back with you then after that, and I was like, oh shit. Okay. Bro, if I could frame that text from my Cricket phone, fucking 2009.
It might have been picked up of it somewhere. But the camera quality was shit. If they even had cameras, they might this was like the truck day. You know what I'm saying? But shit happens. All
that was great though.
Hey, the good thing is we're still here 20-some years later.
Straight up,
15, 16 years later.
Juggling. Still, hey, and
moments like that.
I might have died. Jiggy had I not read that text from Jiggy, I might have went on to live this life. I might not have questioned my behavior. I might not have questioned my behavior at all. And lived a terrible life, but I remember that text from Jiggy, and I was like, very rarely will we ever have to do this again. I got you, Jiggy. I got you.
Now it's like we're just watching each other, make sure no one fucking fucks with us, because now it's not like getting kicked out for shit like that. It's getting kicked out because I might fight somebody. I think someone might fight one of us, and it is what it is, man. But
I really do think that night and that text had an impact on my future. So now it's like, now I'm the voice of reason when we go to places. No, gee, come on, let's not fight this guy. Let's not do this.
That was me from the future with my Flashpoint paradox.
Straight up, bro. Bobby. Here, send that to Bobby now. Whoever else you were trying to be texting at this time.
Yeah, bro.
That's so dope. Oh, man. Just that's cool. Some other stories. I didn't even really think about the Bang Pop Boom thing, but
that's definitely the morning shirt to be scared. Our chairs aren't wonky no more. We got spinning desk chairs with like little hydraulics and shit on.
Hell yeah, we upgraded
for sure. I can hit the little lever and drink a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, thanks for bringing up Bang Pop Boom, because I really wouldn't know.
It caught my eye. Yesterday, the day before.
Hell yeah.
And I was like, yo, Bang Pop, damn. I was pissed, and I Bang Pop Boom too.
That's dope, bro. And it's cool because, like, we are gonna still.
That was like the beginning of the new shit. You know what I'm saying? So
we still get another 20th anniversary of something, which will be Hell's Pit, and then we'll get a 17 of these other ones. Still, these 10s,
second Dash 20s coming up.
Yeah, man, good shit to look forward to. Hey, yo, we're gonna take a quick other break. Like I said, there was mad music we wanted to play, and we saw the homie Deborah in my fucking chat tonight. Bro, I'm gonna play this fucking remix to Massacre from Devereaux. You guys need to check this shit out. And really, I want you guys to go, and anywhere you see this post talking about Massacre, you tell Dev we need a whole tape of this shit, and tell them what you guys want to hear on that tape. We need a whole tape of this shit, though, bro, for sure. Man, Vera Lee off the fucking Bang Pop Boom era was fucking gas pack, bro. I'm gonna run this Devereaux Massacre remix, and we'll be right back in this motherfucker. There. Need a whole tape of this shit though, so go run to this shit. play a whole
Yeah, we're
tape.
gonna have to play Verily at some point.
We're gonna have to.
People are taking wanting to request music.
Another certified Jugg classic. Real Jugg shit. For Juggs by Juggs.
Yo, Dev, we need a whole tape, dog. We need a whole tape. We need a whole tape.
Whole tape.
Tell everybody right now in the motherfucking chat. Tell Dev we need a whole tape of that shit.
Hey,
Whole
let's get that,
tape, bro.
Let's get that Devereaux Verily remix, dog, or something.
Bro.
Hell
yeah. Hey, dog. Clown Love the Chicago Juggalos. That's my fucking favorite shit, bro.
That shit right there.
Mind shit.
Everybody knows, yes, we're from Indiana, we're from the 219, but our clown town is Chicago. It's the closest half hour away from us compared to Indianapolis.
The closest major city, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Clown Love to 219.
Where we're at, we are still considered Chicago land.
Hey, when we all ran out and got that album together, whether it was fucking
bro, they dropped that shit as a single first. Remember that shit?
Yeah.
Ain't No Business dropped as a single, right?
Like Blockbuster Music,
bro.
Camelot, wherever the fuck.
And when they fucking first said "Clown Love to Chicago Juggalos," that's right, bitch. That's right. At that point, the only shows that I'd been to in Chicago, it wasn't until the Shangri-La tour that I went to in Indianapolis tour. You know what I'm saying? So that shit's dope, bro. When motherfuckers said that shit, "Clown Love to Chicago Juggalos," like, yo, for real, like Indianapolis is like 3 hours away from us. Elkhart or Fort Wayne or whatever the fuck that shit is, like 3 hours away from us. You know what I'm saying? Michigan border is actually closer, but half hour really to like Chicago or Illinois border. Fucking, it would be like 45 minutes to get downtown Chicago or whatever. So we've always been like, the shows that we go to would always be Chicago shows. Even that Bang Pa Boom that we told you guys about, or several of the other ones or whatever, have all been out of Chicago and shit. And, bro, it do hit different, bro. It do hit different. Clown Love just hits different, dog. Yo, Clown Love just hits different, bro. And I'm telling you, bro, like that's just gas. So, fucking Ain't Your Business remix from Dev, big Dev tones, bro. I can't wait to fuck with that, bro. That's cool as fuck, man. That's
Clown Love. It when it's shouted out to YouTube, I'm saying like it's crazy as fuck.
Yeah, because
we were hyped as fuck about that.
Yeah, we were just some young Juggs, bro. This was like 2002. We hear that shit, bro. And like, for real, Chicago used to be this huge clown town, but they started coming down heavy on ICP, you know what I'm saying? So, like, that's why we tripped major when they did the three-headed monster shit out of actual Chicago, like, to do that shit in Chicago.
Everything after that was like Joliet, it was West Chicago.
And like ICP was going to Joliet, we already thought that was gas, bro. Yeah. Like, for them to do there. Bro, when ICP did fucking the 219, oh my god, bro.
When I first moved back to this area, like the back supporters you know, where Bobby and Trizz are at and shit.
When
When I first moved, the first year moved back there, they were on that three city run. It was Chicago,
Indianapolis,
and Valparaiso, or South Haven, or whatever. It was 5 minutes away from my crib, and I was like, bro, ICP 5 minutes away from my house, like.
That shit was crazy, bro. They did Riddle Box there, and then they did the Riddle Box tour there. They did the Violent J shit where he did it like where the wrestle rap thing where like wasn't Jump like his hype man or some shit? Wasn't Jump Steady his hype man or something for that?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, that was crazy, bro. Yeah, and then fucking so then the Riddle Box, but then he had that 3-day run, bro. There's a video of me and Jiggy spraying some Fago, I think, on the end, right?
Picture.
Yeah, picture of some
At
shit.
least a couple pictures.
But we did Chicago the following night, though, right?
Grandmother.
Yeah, so then I like because that was one of my favorite shows to open up for ICP. I think was that Chicago run of that. Because it was like it ended up being like a later show. We were on like right before Slice EPs, like the tour shit on. I think that's when we saw Ouija out there. We heard Urinal that time, bro.
That was the Malenko too.
Was it the Malenko? Okay. All right.
Or not Malenko,
Because that 3-day run, they did Malenko.
was it? Maybe it was the same day. I don't know.
I can't remember. But
I think that was a different time though, because
yeah.
What was it? Maybe it was a Halloween shit, because it was right before Halloween. Where we seen Ouija do Urinal.
I don't know. It was at that same theater place at that point.
It was right there.
Bro, I wish I had that other fucking picture, man. Since the last show or whatever, Bridget had posted that picture. I think it was that Monkeys on Crack it, and it's like her and Zab and me and Goldie.
Yeah.
I was talking about it with you last week. I'm like, yo, that picture is so funny because it's during the Queen of Cheek shit, like Dev's saying, bro. It's the Queen of Cheek shit, and Zab comes up there and kicks because Bridget's already up there, whatever, and Goldie Main's out there because they're getting set up for the Dev and Shaggy party after that shit or whatever. And this bitch is taking it. Fucking Zab and Bridget are like, yo, please fucking picture mode, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like yo, and me and Goldie Main are reacting to whatever's happening on stage, bro. And like I'm like jaw dropped. And Goldie looks like Goldie looks good.
That's what I was gonna say, you know, if you can find that, you could send it to.
I can send it real fast. Actually, I just didn't send it earlier.
Is that the big pun, the terror squad?
I'm gonna send both of them. But yeah, bro, it was just the picture is so like it's so funny because like at that time you can see like we're totally reacting to this shit that like, and they're in their own fucking. They're like, yo, picture, dog. Let's take a picture, fucking mode. And here's me and fucking Goldie, like, bro. Like, is this girl really putting a Fago betwixt her cheeks right now and walking? I'm sending this to the MUJ shit right now. But yo, hey, shout out to my brisket boy. Shout out to my brisket boy over there, fucking Frankie Goldie, man. But for real, bro, I was fucking that shit was gas, bro. Like, bro, anybody listening to this shit now, bro, I want to do Queen of Cheeks next year at the Gathering too. That shit was big fun, bro. That shit was so fucking cool. Bro, this like there's 2 pictures that I had seen out of this that would bridge it up there, and like the other one, you know, I'm just focused on the shit, on the craft at hand. This other one, I'm like totally like, holy shit, this girl walking across stage with a Fago bottle betwixt the cheeks. Here goes the shot right here. Where's that shit at? Are you fucking kidding me? There we go. Yo, so shout out Bridget for coming up there and hyping that show with me. Shout out Goldie Main. Shout out fucking Zab. Zab's like, bro, why didn't you tell me this was gonna be this kind of show? I was like, oh shit, my bad, G.
What you think of it, bro?
Yeah, Queen of Cheeks. Yeah, check this out. Here's that shit. Look at that shit, bro. I'm like, what? How is it staying in between the buck cheeks? And Goldie Main's like, I'm thoroughly disappointed in this. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I still want that shirt that Goldie's wearing, bro. That's like, that was one of the tightest shirts I've seen at the entire Gathering. The shirt that Goldie Main's wearing. Look at Zab and Bridget, like, yo, just totally in fucking picture mode. 666 champ with the Black Widow. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, fully in their shit or whatever. And me and Goldie Main are just like,
just astounded, like,
yo, what the fuck?
Is this really happening?
Yo, like, yo, dog.
What, did that shit happen?
Goldie Main, you see this?
Goldie's like, yeah, sure enough, yeah.
You seeing this, Goldie Main?
So they
Bro, I see that shit. I see the fucking Goldie Main hiding that middle finger in there too. If you see that shit, look, he's holding that shit in there. It's like, yo, I'm on camera right now. I'm on camera. You see the Goldie Main middle finger action there,
bro. The fucking terror squad.
Oh yeah. Too bad we can't zoom.
Bro, that was
right there.
That was a dope ass event, man. Straight up,
terror squad shit is fucking.
Yo, yeah, bro. Shout out Juggalo. Shout out the Gathering, bro. That shit's cool as fuck. I mean, like, still, because there's pictures floating in, that came, from after or whatever. So it was dope seeing those and just laughing about that shit. Like, that one was fucking, like, cold ass funny, where it was just like, I really don't remember the shit happening, the picture taken, because whatever was happening at the time, you know what I'm saying, was definitely catching my fucking, like, oh shit, yeah. So Heather or whatever, tap in. I'd love to do that shit again next year. That shit was fun as fuck, bro. Straight up.
Have Jordy's out there in your neck of the woods right now.
In your neck of the woods.
And Disney somewhere. Tomorrow's her birthday too.
Shit.
So happy birthday. Hey. Sorry. I'm not there.
Holding it down, Daddy Daycare over here. We got Damien rolling blunts and cracking us open beers.
Chill out.
And man, this guy rolls the.
Here's take the phone,
bro. For real. Yo, but that shit, man, that shit was fun as fuck. That picture dropped though since the last thing, and I was talking to Jay getting shit about it last week. Just how I thought that was just shit was so funny, just seeing like their reaction, our reaction or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out, man. Shout out Gathering. Shout out Juggalo. Shout out everybody in the motherfucking chat right now.
Hell yeah,
big motherfucking things out there, bro. Last podcast we talked about it too, man. Just a little bit because Violent J had touched base with a few other podcasts at that point. One of them was, that Bigfoot one or whatever, and then there was another wrestling one. But now, over this last week, got to hear him on a couple recent, the Artist Friendly with Joel Madden of Good Charlotte, the Steve-O's Wild Ride, and the Sex, Drugs, and Rock and Roll show. I only listened to half of that show because I didn't find it until later or whatever. And I think it came out before all the rest of them. First thing I want to say is the Violent J on a podcast run is the coolest fucking thing ever.
Oh yeah, man.
I listen to podcasts like when I'm at work. I listen to podcasts more than anything, so I'm not singing. Really only during the early morning am I listening to music or whatever. But I listen to podcasts a lot, especially on long distances, car rides or whatever. Hearing Jay on these podcasts has been like super fresh. Anytime you like I'll listen to the book over and over. Really, now it's on audio because just to hear Jay talk, I like to listen to Jay speak. I mean, I've been doing it for fucking half my life, more than half my life, So him doing a podcast run is really fresh. I hope that in the future he could do an even bigger podcast run and do some of these other bigger podcasts. I know that with that SDR show, Big J Okerson's on that, so maybe he could get more on podcasts that Big J is involved with, or Big J can hook him up with some other of these bigger podcasts. Just to hear Jay talk at more length, you know what I'm saying? Not even just because big podcasts or whatever, but just to hear him talk at more length. Every one of them has been fresh. Hey, I need someone to laugh at the things I say. So
you gonna be in the laugh track?
So it has been fresh, bro. I listened to that. Have you guys listened to both of them or just?
I didn't get to around Joel Madden yet.
The Joel Madden one's definitely different. Him back on Steve-O's Wild Ride.
I listened to bits and pieces.
I watched that one on YouTube. Yes, that's when
that one's it's better because the first time they were on, I didn't really like. I mean, it was okay, but Steve-O was like on that one. It was more so about Steve-O apologizing for the shit that he done, like most addicts do or whatever. But that's at least what that whole episode was that last time. But this time they got deep, talking all kinds of shit. I mean, at one point, because they were talking about net worths or whatever. I thought it was pretty cool how you know, Jay was talking with him, and he's like, bro, like, I'm not here in motherfucking Bentley, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got JJ a fucking McLaren just to drive while we're here in Florida. Like, that's the shit, bro. That's like what these motherfuckers have like grinded their fucking asses off for forever, bro. And like just like hearing him, like, because when they talked net worth, and he said like 13 million or whatever for Jay, and you know.
Like I ain't got 13 million, you know, but
yeah, but he didn't also say, "Well, that's totally exaggerated" or anything. A lot of people would say that, but you think like, you know, like because he did say, you know, like yeah, maybe if you add all the stuff we have now, like cars, houses, or whatever, maybe it's worth 13 million or whatever. But I still think that's just so like even just that like it was weird that they had gotten into that conversation. But Steve-O is weird and invasive like that. So, but just like. One of the things when Jay did say that, he's like just like he's like, bro, I'm down here in a fucking Bentley, bro. Like, I'm in a Bentley, you know, like JJ's my son, I got a McLaren for him while they're out here, you know. Like I thought it was just cool as fuck that they're just like, fuck it. JJ's down there in Florida, whatever they're fucking around in Florida, you know what I'm saying, and just like whipping some fucking like, yo, let me get a Bentley down here. Yeah, straight up, like that's the shit though. So that was fresh, man. They talked. I felt like, and I don't know if you guys have listened to this podcast, but I suggest you guys listen to it. I felt like in a way that Steve-O was like almost baiting, talking about how fucked up DJ Paul was at that other shit. But it was cool for Jay to talk about his relationship with DJ Paul. Like, you know, how a lot of people have industry friends or whatever. There's industry friends, but he's like, you know, DJ Paul's like my real life homie or whatever. Yeah. Talks about how they've been fucking with each other since like, you know, 99, 2000 type shit and all the stuff they've done. When the smoke clears, when gold or platinum, they sent ICP a plaque for it. I think that's fresh as fuck them too, and like that might be like no knowledge or whatever, but I think that's fresh as fuck that they did that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like they were on the album and they sent them this shit, and they got a gold plaque or a platinum plaque or whatever.
Well, and I think that was like a common ground for him and Steve-O also, because you know, like Jackass, they were on, you know, 3-6 was on there. They did this shit with them. And, so it was pretty dope them here both talking about how their relationship with Paul is like, yo, he's in my phone type shit. You know, that's our real friend, homie.
But it seems like him and Steve-O are tighter than they were before. And, you know, Steve-O's went through that sobriety shit for all this. And Steve-O seems like he is one of those, like, sober guys who does, like, hold you accountable for your sobriety. Which
is dope, too. And that was another thing that, like you said, they got deep into that with Jay even talking about, like, yo, Rob makes me fucking drop, dude. You know what I'm saying? And when he forgets, I'm like, yo, you want me to drop, dog? Yeah. What's up, bro? No, yeah, fucking go ahead, you know? So, I mean, that's good to see them both on that nice path, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man. And, like, Jay does, like, you know, he seems, you know, good, you know, seems healthy, looks good and shit.
The only thing I got gripe with Jay right now is he needs to learn how to talk.
Well, dog, all right. No, hold on. No, this is the thing that I have to. So you got to listen to this artist friendly podcast then, because at one point Joel's like, yeah, because you know, a lot of times people sound like they have trouble talking, but you sound great. And I'm like, dog, you were bold-faced lying to my voice. I'm saying right now, because in the Joel one, he sounds like, because he's got the, you know, the diamond shits in or whatever, that and that. And like he does, like you can tell he's talking like he's got gold fronts in or whatever. But Joel, bold-ass face lies to him and's like, yeah, because most people sound fucked up when they're talking with the fronts in. But no, not you at all. I'm like, dog, no, you're bullshit. Jay sounds like that shit is, but like not a bad way. You can just tell that he's got fucking shits over his teeth.
I'm totally joking, but yeah, you can definitely fucking like when people got their grills in. I remember when I used to have just the fangs, and I remember just with the fangs in myself, like
that's the way it is. You talk for sure.
You're like, you know what I'm saying? That you can hear that.
At least he's not doing that. You can just tell that he's like, you know, like holding them on. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's dope, man. Like, I feel like with Steve-O this time, he got deeper into it. You know, bro. I mean, him talking about loss and stuff. It was rough for a second there, bro. Like, you know,
it got pretty crazy.
You could tell that Steve-O, like you could tell that they had talked about it before, and Jay was cool with him talking about it, but like Jay really didn't get as deep as they might have gotten before. You know what I'm saying? Outside of the record.
Well, yeah, I mean, Steve-O even said like they had conversations off like together, which is dope too. In itself.
And it's cool because I know I've heard Steve-O talk about sobriety with other people and like being accountable with other people or whatever. So it's dope to think that like it's really like I don't know how like this is gonna sound or whatever, but it's dope to think that there are a lot of people looking out for like this is someone that we care for and appreciate and think about or whatever. So it's really dope. Like when he said that Rob had got in touch with Dr. Drew and Dr. Drew had set him up at that trauma place that he went to. I think that's fresh. Like they did make these connections in this game or whatever. And Jay talks about that a lot too, like especially in the artist friendly thing, because that Joe Madden, was like a big pop group basically, like sure. The Charlotte and shit. And they talk about it or whatever. And hearing Jay's like thoughts of like, it's the same way like people like, the grass isn't always greener type beat or whatever, where like Jay's like, it would have been dope to have the hits that like you guys do, get invited to the Hollywood parties and stuff like you do. But like realistically, like you would think that you would rather be ICP because like ICP are way bigger than Good Charlotte. Like in like when you look at long term or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I know Good Charlotte were like big. They went on this big pop run. They're all over MTV, all over the radio, all over hot topic type beat or whatever. But like, who's still going to Good Charlotte shows? Who's still going to ICP shows? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Who goes to the yearly Good Charlotte festival that doesn't exist? You know what I'm saying? Like, but who goes to the yearly ICP festival? So like, and I feel like Joel's like in one way saying that to Jay, like and then, but Violent J is like at the same time, I want to get invited to a Hollywood party. I want to, I want to take my sexy new girlfriend to this Hollywood party or whatever, and we get that, and ICP definitely deserve their flowers or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, dog. One of the first things that like when Darby and I have ever really talked about, I was talking about one of his tracks on that would eventually be on Gully or whatever, and I'm like, yo, like I used to this is like the shit that like the emo girls I used to smash and listen to or whatever. Like, dog, like I will not front, bro. Like I was hollering at this chick with like Good Charlotte was like hot or whatever, and I rocked me a Good Charlotte tee. You know what I'm saying? I listened to some fucking Bloody Valentine, Good Charlotte shit. You know what I'm saying? And like, yo, I was like, the girls who love Good Charlotte were throwing out that pussy to the jug back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So much love to that. I feel that, for sure. So when I was talking about it online, like to hear Violent J and Good Charlotte, Violent J and Joel Madden sit down and talk all these years later, just something you never would have thought would happen. Right? And it is like, after you get past like the first part of the shit, it's really good. At one point, Joel like everything that Jay's saying. So like Jay's talking, he's like and dog, I don't know why that shit was annoying as fuck, bro. And I know I talk over you guys sometimes. I talk over our guests. You know what I'm saying? And this motherfucker was just like this motherfucker for a minute. Joel Madden was waiting. Like to just cut off Violent J real quick and talk some shit, just cut his ass off at some point or whatever. And I was like, damn, dog, you're cutting him off, we don't even know shit or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Sorry, Goldie Main. The lack of soup is getting to me. The lack of soup is getting to me. But bro, so I definitely suggest checking them out, man. Like the one with Joel's pretty fresh though too, because Joel is definitely trying to relate to him on having brothers and growing up with your brothers and living through poverty and living through hard times and becoming who you are now and all that shit. And it's a good episode in itself. I felt like I could be wrong, but I feel like Joel Madden is not necessarily a fan, you know what I'm saying, knows of, but not a real big fan. So that's kind of why the interview was the way that it was. But I usually like that about interviews with Jay, because then they do ask him questions that we already know the answer to. We just get to hear Jay tell it again or whatever. So that was pretty fresh, man. I definitely recommend checking those two out. I can't speak fully on the SDR show because I didn't listen to it all, but it's Big Jay Okerson and this other guy. They do talk a lot about wrestling. They talk about a lot of music and stuff. But that one to me seemed like a lot more radio-ish show. kind of vibe I was getting off it or whatever. I still want to check it out.
Stop in the studio.
I think he's calling in almost though on this one. Yeah, because he's like a stream because he had to start up his computer, and whoever like they just like posted this podcast or whatever, you would think that they would like just cut all of that out.
Right.
But there's like 3 minutes where like Jay's shit's lagging, so he's like, "Hey, I'll just switch computers real quick." But they like kept everything in the whole spot that was going on or whatever. But I haven't listened to the whole thing or whatever. Oh shit. Because Gloom unit.
The Glum Unit Mafia.
But yo, check them out, man. And the SDR one, like I said, I listened to half it. I got more to listen to on it, but I think it's still in my podcast. So I'll see how far I listen.
I gotta peep the other one. I gotta peep that one.
I got about like 20 minutes left in it, and it's just like again, man, it's just dope hearing Jay talk. But you did hear the Steve-O one.
Yeah, I think the Steve-O one. At first, I thought it was the older episode, the older one. Then I kind of like I just clicked. I was like, oh shit, it says the 31st. Like they had just released it at the end of August. Or whatever. And then I definitely seen the D-Town Charm. So I was like, oh, that's the new one.
That's dope because he thought, well, no, on Joel Madden, he talks about, like, he said he had a dream.
I have a dream.
Sorry.
No, you're good. I just haven't seen it, so I can't pick up where you left off.
He said he had a dream. And in that dream, he was rocking the chain. But, he said he used that logo and stuff a bunch of times. But he's like, in the dream, I had this fucking chain. He's like, in the morning, I called, dude, and fucking was like, yo, I gotta get this shit made. And got it made or whatever. Then they're talking about the chain. They're talking about, they talk about symbolisms and numbers and shit with Joel for a minute. The Joel, like, bro, it's just different. Like, this is something that I like that goes on to something else I want to talk about. Like, Juggalos, how do you feel about seeing the same people on multiple different shows? I feel like that's really like the same shit that happens in the actual podcast circuit needs to happen amongst this Juggalo shit because the interviews are never going to be the same. The sit down with people are never going to be the same. And hearing Jay on these, like I heard now like on 4 or 5 because he did he did a wrestling type one. He did that the 69-minute eargasm. And then he did the Bigfoot Society interview telling about his encounter or whatever. So I listened to those last week or the week before, and then him on this run of podcasts this week or whatever. And it's dope because all of them have been different. It's all supposed to have been a promo run for the second leg of the 300 Monster Tour. That was tied on the Steve-O shit then too. They plugged the 300 Monster Tour second leg a bunch of times, and in the end, Steve-O reads off and he's like, tickets available at psychopathicrecords.com, Real Life Productions or whatever, and Chapter17records.com. And it was just dope as fuck to hear Chapter17records.com on this big fucking podcast that I listen to regularly or whatever. For them to just say, like, to get the Chapter17records.com, it was fresh or whatever. And for Jay to talk about Ouija and talk about Esham and shit on that podcast was really fresh, man. Like, you could tell him and Steve-O have
good chemistry.
Yeah, they've loosened up since like the first time. And the first time I think it was on Zoom or whatever. This time he was
because Steve-O thought Jay was there to beat his ass.
Yeah, because I mean, shit, he'd definitely pissed him off back in the day.
It's it. It takes a lot of nerve, for Steve-O, for a person that, of his stature to, humble himself to be like, and by right, he should have kicked my ass.
100%. But that is a thing too, like, Steve-O being in recovery or whatever, that's like one of his big things to do is fucking, you're supposed to, like, you apologize to people that you fucked over back in the day or were like wrong or whatever while you were fucked up. And that's what I didn't really like about that episode. It was just so much of that where he was like, he just really wanted to let Jay know that he was sorry and he's not the same person and things have changed or whatever since then. This time they were just talking like they were friends or whatever. They were just talking shit. So I thought it was pretty good, and he's got a co-host and this co-host jumped in and would ask questions then too. And anytime that Jay goes on tangents and tells stories, I love that too. Let me tell you about this or whatever. That reminded me of this.
Like when they started talking about like the wrestling shit too, and like they got into like a lot of shit. It was pretty good.
Yeah,
really good.
Highly recommend checking those out, man. For real, I can listen to Violent J speak all fucking day, and then especially when he gets to start telling like stories or whatever. But even when he talks like real life like shit, like when he starts talking about The Secret and how like they fucking change their lives off of this by putting their mind to it.
Until he gets older and he starts doing like child book readings.
Well, they need to have him read more stories, bro.
And his love and adventure.
Like I think it would be dope for Jay to have a podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like, just for to tell the stories, and then like he even brought it up, like how dope it is and how easy it is for anybody. You look at us. You know what I'm saying? Like anybody can do this shit now. Like you don't have to have, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to be famous to fucking do it. Like, there's kids that are popping off with fucking all kinds of shows and dumb shit that they're doing. Like, bro, like, and I think about this a lot. Like, if we had the technology back when we were teenagers,
Oh man,
bro, would have been either we would have been incarcerated for the shit that we were recording, or we would have been on some jackass shit. Just
straight up.
You know,
we were talking that on the way to the show.
Yeah. Like there's so much shit that like would have been dope if we would have had the shit that is available to everybody nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
I do want to hear Jay.
Like, it's instant, bro. Everything's instant. Like, you don't have to wait.
Yeah.
You don't have to wait for a magazine. You don't have to wait for a published article or.
But even the thing about a lot of those is like what's cool about podcasting now is that you get these long form conversations to where like it doesn't necessarily they don't have to talk about one thing or whatever. Or don't only have 20 minutes or whatever. Can talk forever. That's why I'd like to hear him on like Rogan or some shit where he would sit with somebody and talk for like 4 hours, and just start telling all the crazy stories. Like hearing him on this podcast run and just like talking and telling these stories or telling even if it was a lot of the same shit. Like this SDR one, I haven't gotten into a lot of it or whatever, but at one point they asked him like how they started using the flavor Faygo and stuff and all this other shit. And at one point they asked Jay his favorite flavors, and he almost starts cutting a promo right there. He goes from like once he says like he's like and like he starts talking about moon mist, and he's like like from succulent limes from fucking the coast of wherever. You're just like Jay shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just cool as fuck or whatever. I like so I fuck with it just because then you hear them in all different ways. Like on that SDR shit, it was more like a radio type thing where they're asking them questions or whatever and talking with them. Joel Madden was more like artist to artist. Let's fucking let's relate to each other on these types of things. And then Steve-O was like really deep, bro. Steve-O really got a lot out of him and was really in there, like, and brought up the sobriety and the drug use and the heart health problems, brought up, him, losing, Laney and stuff like that. And Jay, like you can tell that it affects Jay still. Like him hearing him talk about it, and you could tell that he didn't really like as prepared as he thought maybe he was to talk about it. He wasn't. You know what I'm saying? It's so I didn't watch it. It's available on YouTube. I listened to it, and it's good, man. I definitely recommend checking any of these out so far. These are if I'm missing any, but right now I know the ones I had mentioned in the last episode, and then as recently as the Artist Friendly with Joel Madden, the Steve-O's Wild Ride, and the Sex, Drug, and Rock and Roll show. I forgot the other guy's name, but I know Big J Ogerson. Big J Ogerson's Juggalo was fucked then too. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he's ever been at the gathering, but it'd be tight as fuck to get Big J at the gathering. Anybody who fucks with comedians and shit. Big J's got a special out too that just recently dropped. It's really good, but it'd be tight for him to be at the gathering. And I know he tells Jay a lot how he's the big fucking Jugg and shit. So check out those podcasts, man. Like if you fuck with podcasts in the long form era, I like that's how I like to listen to my shit. Like the longer really the better. I think that's why we go so long here on the Weekly Wicked Webshow. So I really ideally wanted like it'd be so fresh to hear Jay and Rogan sit back and talk for like 3 hours or whatever. Yeah, for sure. Gathering to come back at the whole Legion of Skinks out there. have them fucking, work it out to them where they could film all there's some dope ass content and shit out there at the gathering and stuff. That'd be really fresh, man. But yeah, I'm like loving podcasts the way that I do, listening to podcasts the way that I often do. I always tell the homies, you guys gotta listen to more podcasts, and that's like one of my favorite things to do. So this week to have Violent J in my ear telling stories, and even just like, the Joel Madden one, like I said, it was good. But I think even it's more fresh that it is Joel Madden than it is this dude from Good Charlotte or whatever. And another one with Steve-O, so maybe it can work out, and Steve-O can maybe even get him on other shows or whatever. So that'd be great. Right. I mean, I know Shaggy was on Your Mom's House with fucking Tom Segura and shit, but I'd like to see Jay on that then too. I want to see Jay on more. I want to hear Jay talk more. So make that shit happen. The carnival, make that shit happen.
Good Jay on
the Weekly Wicked
Show,
that's the thing too, is like I like hearing people who aren't fans talk to Violent J. So I don't know if you guys would like to talk about it. I don't know. We'll see. I would like because the one shit, like, it's like a fucking whole, it's a Bigfoot episode, and this guy with Jay, so I think that's pretty fresh, man. But you guys check this shit out. Available wherever the fuck podcasts are available, and on YouTube. So
music app, find that shit.
He's in his zone. Browse, trying to keep his eyes open. We're gonna run one more video junta before we talk some more shit. Listen to one that just dropped today from our homie Maisie over there. She always be killing it. Gave her like hella props on the last show that we did, and here's yet another video out right now. We're gonna drop this one and come back and chop it up with you guys. Much motherfucking love to the chat. TeamMUJ Weekly Webshow.
Yeah, you made me wanna die. All alone I fucking cried. Make me beg for you to try. Only call me in the night. No, I never questioned why. Made the bed for all the lights. Stitch the seams of your disguise. In the dark you hold me tight. My eyes blinded by the lights. No time to say our goodbyes. I don't wanna take you back now. No, I never call you back now. I don't wanna be your friend now. Secretly, you want me easy. You so creepy, got me queasy. Teeny weeny, got me sleepy. Yeah, you better get the fuck out. Secretly, you want me easy. Yeah, you made me wanna die. Leave me cold all through the night. In the dark by your design. Always left to wonder why. My eyes blinded by the lights. No time to say our goodbyes. I don't wanna take you back now. No, I never call you back now. I don't wanna be your friend now. Secretly, you want me easy. You so creepy, got me queasy. Teeny weeny, got me sleepy. Yeah, you better get the fuck out. Secretly, you want me easy. Yeah, you made me wanna die. Leave me cold all through the night. In the dark by your design. Always left to wonder why.
Yo, straight up. You missed it. Fred Burgess was doing DDR right off camera while we were on
right on the goddamn table.
Yo, shout out Maisie. Always killing
Getting
it.
the fuck up with the thing.
Always fucking killing it. So that was gas, bro. Always just different shit. You guys fucking hear that motherfucking Tales of Chris G. You hear motherfucking mastering and shit on motherfucking Creek. You hear all that shit, and Maisie doing the motherfucking thing, bro. So it was dope, bro. Speaking of new music, still just yesterday, yesterday. Oh, I don't have it right now. Give me a 30-second head start.
Give me a 30 second.
Give me a 30-second head start.
Oh yeah.
Didn't even need 30 seconds. It's blazing fast internet out here, right, David? Woo! All right, so David knows what we're talking about. Brand new Ouija Macc, Ouija Macc, and Trizz CORONELLA.
Maybe it's hype about going down.
Oh shit, it's on there. There we go, bro. Look at that shit. Look at this. Available now. Pre-orders. And on and Slapple Music, iTunes. Yes?
Not gonna be
And Slapple Music. Go to iTunes right now. Leave a 5-star review, and then head over to chapter17records.com and secure your drip. Bro, this fucking hat's super fucking gas.
Oh yeah.
Those hoodies, Jiggy Fresh. What do you say about those hoodies, brother?
I'm gonna get one, probably.
This motherfucking mystery combo, always dope. The Chapter 17 does. New baklava's that dropped this week also.
Those are
Those dropped this week also,
man.
along with the spaghetti strappers.
On the website or on the phone, I didn't get to see the fucking side of the head. It's fresh as fuck.
Oh yeah, on the side of the hat. Look at that.
Hey.
Boom. Yeah, bro.
Black fit or what is that?
It's snapback.
Snapback.
As long as snapback should be black all the way around. Doesn't show bottom of the thing. Doesn't look like it's a green bottom. So yeah, man, cop that shit. Available now, bro. I've been waiting for this shit for so fucking long, bro. Trizz, Ouija Macc, this shit is gonna be straight gas. You already fucking know, bro. And this shit is already dropping so soon. It drops on September 22nd. That is 20 days from today. You get brand new Ouija Macc and Trizz going down. Make sure you cop that shit. 5-star reviews on iTunes, bro. Like
Spotify.
Like what the fuck, bro?
Just give them all 5-star reviews every week.
How fresh is that though? That we're gonna get this shit. So boom, you got motherfucking Darby, motherfucking Hex, and now you get a Ouija Macc album. 3 months in a row, all going down. Heavy business over there at Chapter 17. Make sure, like I said, you go to Apple Music right now after the show and leave a 5-star review. Tell them you're ready for this shit, this new shit, bro. And it's just not stopping. It's been a Chapter 17 takeover all motherfucking year. So after this shit, we go right into Revelations tour, bro. Like,
Oh man,
the shirt looks gas right now.
This looks crazy, bro. I think back and
it's gone.
he come back. I don't think he's hyped now, bro.
Yeah.
And he's overtired. But you napped today. You should
At least he's not. All right.
He doesn't a lot, bro.
No, I know he doesn't. Hey, look, I gotta go back to that too. The chat was talking about kids or whatever, and I feel the same way. Like hearing, like seeing Jiggy with this little child. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, and, he's got a daughter about like a few years older, a little son. He's got a couple of little kids around here, so I get to see him in a couple of different age variants. My son's older now. Like in high school, like some of y'all talking or whatever. And Damien, he's cute as fuck, hearing him saying this shit. But let me just tell you this. One thing that I don't miss, wouldn't trade, don't want to do again is laying my ass down at like 3 o'clock in the morning after drinking beers and shots all day long. And then and like every time that I would close my eyes, I'm like, all right, you felt like asleep. Yeah, it's funny now, right? It's funny now, right? And then just as it's like, okay, it's been some time. I'm actually getting some good drunk sleep on this terrible futon. Then I hear the next child of age. Good year. That's time we need to go. Shit. It was like a rooster going off. Fucking bad. My eyes were like, boom.
It was like, she was like, you didn't hear Damien? You didn't hear Bella calling for me? I was like, no. I was out, and then I got up. I thought you were still here. I was like, yo, what time about? She was like, about 7.
Shit, it was 5. It was like 6 on the dot, bro. Like, it was right on the time Bella Frillo, bro. Like, I'm laying there. I'm probably getting some okay Z's at this point, and then I just hear, bah, and I'm like, oh shit. All right, start getting my shoes and shit. Down to go. But hey, look, I won't lie. Baby's cute. I miss my son when he was that little. My son's a little fucking scrappy little fucking armpit hair fucking asshole. I love him. No, I love him.
Whoa.
He's my boy. He's my road dog to death. You know what I'm saying? I love him. I go everywhere with him. But it's really nice. This is all cute. But at the same time, I'm like, at least I ain't gonna worry about that no more. At least I ain't gonna worry about that no more.
What about no kid's on your phone? He's got his own phone.
And bro, and I told Jiggy, he's like, oh, my bad, dog. I'm like, no, bro. It's just more and more respect that I have for you because I know Jiggy be going hard in the paint with me, and then that shit's happening in the crib. You know what I'm saying? So much love. Much love to all the parents in the chat who got to deal with that shit then too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I had to say that shit though too. I miss them being small. I miss the kids being small, man. But at the same time, I don't miss those fucking 3:30 in the morning jumping in the bed. Sometimes I miss that, but I don't miss the crying shit. You're right.
Where you going to?
But hey, shut up, parent talk. You know, this is the parent talk.
You know what I'm saying? You trying to do a little thing. 6, 7.
Yeah, it's funny as fuck though. So I had to say that shit in the chat. They said, have it anymore?
No. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Yep. No. You heard him. He said, I'm the last of the Mohicans. It's
like, look, they had one go to the gathering or whatever.
And he was the only one of my kids to go to the gathering, but he was in mommy's tummy. So. Don't freak out like I didn't take my kids to the gathering. You know what I'm saying? But he was in mommy's tummy for 2 years ago. Don't you touch none of that, boy. Get over here.
Yeah, it's funny, man. I love having the parents talk a little bit. I was thinking about that heavy thing. I was thinking about that heavy though. Last weekend we block partied it up. Jiggy got me all set up and shit on the food, and this motherfucking the baby. I'm like,
well, I mean, that was the only thing, you know what I'm saying? We still had the kids here. There was other kids out there. But, something I could do. You know what I'm saying? So that when he's up, I'm up. You know what I'm saying? There's no way around it. Even if mommy gets up with him.
I'm laying there too, like, oh shit. Someone got this baby up there. What's going on?
The thing is, like, when he wakes up, there's no like, what you want daddy's
That's some bass right there.
But he doesn't just chill. When he's up, he's mobile. He can climb on and out of the bed now, so it's like,
now you gotta be ready.
Yeah, now you be ready, you know what I'm saying? Then he's hungry. All day today, like it's been me and him the past couple of days, because like I said, mom and sister went to Disney with grandma and grandpa. So me and him getting up is like, all right, I'll make some, little breakfast, some scrambled eggs, some toast or something for him, and then he's in a snack cabinet pulling out cereal bars.
Shout out Nick Bazaar. Much motherfucking love. Woo.
Shout out Nick Bazaar.
Woo, woo. Yo.
I full of humble. What you mean? I'm about to. Yeah. I need to go get clip clap.
Get a clip for the culture. Yo, speaking of for the culture, check out that new lazy and crazy Nintendo 64 style drop, bro. You see I tag Lemon in this shit? It's like, yo, Lem, tell me that's not a Kid Lemon Fresh best.
Hey, you trying to do
that's Kid Lemon Fresh for sure.
That's definitely a lemon shit right there, bro.
Socks.
Yeah, them socks are gas though. Socks are gas.
Yeah, sure is, bro. Man, I'm telling you. Doug, tell me fucking Shaggy just don't be going heavy hard on this shit, bro.
He does, bro. Like, Oh yeah, Nick Bazaar is going out to England or London or some shit.
No shit. That's what's up, bro. Be safe, dog.
Yeah, be safe. Have fun out there, dog.
Rep the culture.
Nick Bazaar is the culture, bro.
Rep the culture in the culture.
Nick
Shout out Nick Bazaar.
Nick Bazaar's suitcase is nothing but lazy and crazy right now. No, but shout out Nick Bazaar.
Oh yeah, be safe.
That's what's dope, dog. Have
this strap's
yeah,
dope,
be safe
fresh.
out there, dog. Have a good time. Rep it up.
Kid Lemon Fresh, if you're watching, there's only 10 of these made or something, bro.
Get you one.
That shit, like that screams Kid Lemon Fresh, bro.
No, straight up. And that's just a gas design too.
Straight
bro.
up.
Uzi clown shit, bro. And it's a gamer shit too.
That's why, bro. It's gamer shit. He wears those vests like that, bro. It's fucking and it's Jugg.
I almost want to get one just for him.
Straight up, bro. Yo, so shout out all the shit. Lazy and crazy, man. Always go swoop that shit. You guys know how it goes, man. Scoop these now because if you don't, you won't be able to get them ever again. You know what I'm saying? So
And then you'll be kicking yourself in the head.
yeah, especially when you see somebody with.
I do that shit. That first jacket drop, the jacket you got, and I was like, damn, I need to get and then the next one I got. So good.
Yeah, so make sure you guys cop those lazy and crazy drops.
I told you I only bought lazy and crazy. I told you.
Sure, you know it's shit.
Is a lazy and crazy.
That's the shit. Yo, that's the shit, man, for sure, dog. I love when Juggs travel like that, you know what I'm saying? Go out there rapping and shit.
Hey, not gonna lie though, when I go do it, it's all my wardrobe. I don't have as much lazy and crazy. I got, select drops, certain shit.
Trizz looking good in his lazy and crazy right now. Also.
Speaking of lazy and crazy, there's El Presidente.
El Presidente
Under
needs
the
to stop
flag.
smoking those city wiggies.
I did.
But yeah, man,
Gotta get
my
himself one of these
wardrobe
muses.
consists of C17, Ouija Macc.
Wait, a Ouija Macc? A Ouija Macc? Yeah, I was rocking this Darby shirt earlier, and I didn't even think to change my hat when I left. I just think the purple on the purple drip looks so good together, but I forgot that it's got the fucking the green Junty jumpers on. I don't wear it that often. But man, a lot of shit popping off, man.
And let's speak on something real quick. It's not, it's still kind of big deal. Shirt orders
Okay.
will be going in tonight after the show. I know it's been we said that in the month.
I need to
postponed
send
it.
money just so I can get my own.
We kind of got
Maybe
sidetracked
two,
with
I
everything
could throw
going
one
on.
on a custom vest I want to make.
Yeah.
But if you do want one of the shirts, this is your absolute last chance tonight. Like when the show ends. So if you want to send it,
We got
PayPal,
that.
myself
got
and
that
Bob
picture
Plays.
Now is the time
The
to
Team
do
MUJ
it.
Cash
Do
App.
it now.
If you do decide to do that, send us a DM. Let us know that you did send it. Your size and your address. We have a few.
Cash App is on there. I don't think the PayPal's anywhere, but you can hit us up.
Well,
with
yeah, the
PayPal.
hit me or Bobby Blaze.
I don't think we'll ever reprint these, to be honest with you. Like we want to really move on to like 2 new designs. We want to move on to like 2 new designs after this. So I think this is it. Like these will probably only ever be printed again as sticker wise or whatever is what.
Yeah, they'll be slapped up, but print wise, t-shirts. This may be your last chance.
Yeah, because
I wanted to throw that the homies print on a jersey.
yeah, I mean
That's
that'd
a
be
jersey ready right there.
I know that for this drop, I'm gonna grab 1 or 2 of each, but really not to wear for myself. You know what I'm saying? To try to get put on the custom shit or giveaway stuff. But I think really like it's not that we don't think the designs are dope at all. We've already done a lot with the homies design. We haven't done as much with the Sol design, but the money that we really were anticipating on getting from selling these shirts or whatever is all going to go back to a new design that we were looking to do.
And actually, I was thinking about getting a new Sol design also as one of them. I know there's a couple other people we talked about.
I know we have 2 designs that we want to do. One is already a decided design. We're just not sure how it's going to get done, but that design's saved for next summer. But we do want another like
trying to give other artists opportunity to come
Yeah,
work
so I
with
mean-
us. That, like,
Hey, if you got some shit, man, then you guys can yeah, look at you. Sidetrack, bro. That blue paint ain't doing it for you. Ain't it? I seen it.
Blue
I seen
kids
it.
are nice, bro.
I seen the look.
that's so crazy. I haven't. What?
But yeah, the design wise, we've done a couple which I did.
Mullaney.
We've done a few which I did already. I would love to do another Sal design. Sal's out there killing it. If you take a look at it, you know, she's out there. She did, you know, some stuff for Wadi. There's a lot of stuff for Strife. A few other artists out there. So I would love to have another Sal design. We got the demon faces. We got the homies. We got the, you know, the
And
strange effects and 209.
the shirts all come with a slap inside the thing as well.
Yo,
so.
yes. We had just ordered new slaps that should be coming in.
They'll come in before the shirts.
Definitely coming before the shirt. So we'll have them.
These
I
ones,
guess we could go ahead and tell you guys.
yeah, these ones are different because
They are the
they've done
demon
this
face.
design,
They are
but
the
just
demon
never
face.
this way.
But they're going to be on a clear sticker, so you won't have none of the white background. It'll just be the
Put it
faces.
over anywhere.
And in the background, you can put it wherever you want. So yeah, if you want one of these shirts, there's the Cash App. Hit myself or Bobby Blaze up on the DMs. Hit the TeamMUJ Instagram. Let us know that you're gonna put an order in, or that you sent the money to wherever. Or if you need the PayPal, myself or Bobby Blaze, you can hit our PayPal's up, and we'll get you guys those them orders in. But tonight is it. I know we put it off long enough, longer than we wanted to, longer than we told you guys. So we're sorry for you guys have been waiting. Just gonna wait a little bit longer, but today is the night.
Really, we did hold off because we were gonna get a couple of other orders in, and that's why we did hold off. But then, we've kind of just been like
sidetrack.
Yeah,
We had everything, like
yeah,
you
there's a lot
said,
going on.
There's a White Sox game. We had the block party.
Yeah, last weekend went by like that. You know what I'm saying? I woke up at 6 o'clock Sunday morning at Jiggy's food time, like what? You know what I'm saying? And I tried to power through the next day, and then I hit a wall about 2 in the afternoon, 3 o'clock, and was out of it the rest of the day. Monday, I messaged him like, "Yo, dog, we got to do all these things that we didn't do over the weekend." So
He was like, "Yo, we're closing this store, so we want to make it a point today.
yeah,
They will be
The
today."
deadline is when, like, as soon as the
like,
web show.
I'm thinking like when the
ends,
show's
or what?
over.
Yeah, the show's
We'll put it
over.
over.
Tonight. Yeah,
So if you
we're gonna
want-
go over the
For an hour
the
after the
finance,
show's over for those.
Yeah, you guys have time until like tomorrow. Realistically, tomorrow morning we're putting in the order, but you guys have all we're doing right now. If there's any way, like it says $30. If you guys even need to talk to us, if you like, you know, just gonna guarantee you gotta hit us 30. Like I said, all this money literally flips right back. It doesn't go to our beer fund or our pizza fund. It goes straight into a new design. I know we used to get pizza for a lot of shows. What the hell, bro? You gotta find a spot that delivers. There's gotta be a JJ's over here, right?
There's
That Hobart delivers over here, right? Mm-hmm. Well, let's start getting pizza for some shit. You know what I'm saying? We just start getting pizza. Even Domino's or something. We just need to get some pizza for those gentlemen.
Rosati's, bro.
Rosati's delivers over here?
Yeah.
Bro.
You can put it in order
fucking
right now.
Pico style shit, bro. With jalapenos on that.
I like green pepper, but that's good.
They got a pizza called with like Italian beef and jardinere.
Oh,
It's a double
shit.
dough.
Oh my god.
Damn, now
Hell, we got
Mother.
shit.
Just saying that shit. But yeah, man, tonight it was dope to pop back in here. Really, I wanted to kick with the homies, you know what I'm saying, and see all y'all in the motherfucking chat.
I thought Young King was gonna pop in.
What?
I thought Young King was gonna pop in.
Oh, not for tonight's show. I didn't know for sure we were doing tonight's show.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, really like. Well, if we were doing the show, at one point I thought we were doing it at my house. Because Jiggy wasn't sure on what he was doing with all the shorties.
I didn't know if I was gonna have all of them this weekend, but I forgot that.
Bro, I don't know what it is over at Domino's, dog, but I got like back in the day, right? We never fuck with Domino's, right? And like I remember like, you know, when they were coming back and they're like, "Yo, we suck, but we're working on it." Yo, the only reason why I ordered from Domino's is because I could grab my phone and do it all off my phone and never have to talk to anybody, and they just leave it on my front porch. And as long as I tip those motherfuckers, you know, a good solid 20-25% like a real one, or if it's too low, I give, you know, start them off with, you know, 5 and up. Those motherfuckers, my pizza's always fucking great. Usually, if I give them the money on my card, on a tip on my card first, I get fucking premium Domino's ass pizza, bro. And it's seriously right down the street from my crib, bro. Like, you know, it's, I don't know, that's, but I haven't ordered from it in a long time. We got some gourmet, like good ass pizza, like JJ's and fucking, we got Rosati's. I'm getting Rosati's next web show.
I had Doolin pizza.
Yeah, we can get Rosati's.
I haven't had Doolin yet.
Oh man,
Is it good?
What is it?
I got the
Doolin.
yeah. What's I got the other one that's down the road.
The sauce mills.
No, I've had Gels before, but that's the other one that's Val's.
Val's.
Val's got some fire
Val's
pizza.
all
Bro.
right. Val's
They got this
all
one
right.
it's a hot one. It's like, I forgot what it's called, but it's like a spicy pizza. It's fucking gas, bro.
Well, I never had Rosati's until I got here, and they had the
CJ Lewis says I missed the carport days from Domino's.
Dog, I'm
They
telling
had,
you, Domino's be hitting it sometimes, bro.
they had
Hey,
the,
hey, sometimes
the shit in
I'll
the
even
middle.
settle for motherfucking Little Caesars.
Bro, I used to
look-
drive all the way from Lake Station to Rosati's. Me and Rachel Reed,
Yeah.
we would drive to Rosati's and get fucking pizza from right over here where they're by the hospital and shit. Yeah, bro, like fucking gas, bro. That shit's good.
I never had Rosati's until I moved here, and they like a little promotion was in the mail, like, oh, here. I was like, oh, let's try it out, you know. Gas.
Bro.
I think it was like, oh, let me try it. And the little garlic knot things they got with the fucking little garlic parmesan dip
shit.
sauce.
Bro, how about those from that fucking tomato bar place? Did you get those? The fucking Homer's Donuts or whatever?
Yeah, the dough.
The donuts. Yeah, did you get those? They have a spicy one then too. Yes, as fuck, bro. Dog, you're making me hungry as fuck. Bro.
I know,
Shout out
we
Mike
need to
Banks.
fucking order out something.
Shout out everybody in this motherfucking chat. Dog. This motherfucker got me hungry as fuck, for real. Straight up got me. Damn, I love pizza. I can eat pizza all fucking day. I don't got to be in the mood for it at all, bro. And it, like, dog, and honestly, like, I'll eat like shitty fucking pizza and it might be good. You know what I'm saying?
You know what?
I miss, yo,
Bacc.
Bacc? Bro, did you ever eat at Bacci's up there?
Yeah.
Bro, Bacci's.
Yeah, a good
It's not even like the pizza itself isn't that good, but it's how, like, it's when you get that slice and you have them cook it extra long and it's this fucking big. And you get some marinara on that bitch then too, bro. I haven't been on to Bacci's in a fucking.
That's what happened with the like I said, I got that Windy City joint from fucking from Rosati's, bro, and I was like, yo, this is gas. Cause it was like a beef sandwich on pizza. Like,
Bro, I love that shit, bro.
There's a place out by where I work, and I know it's like on the east side and South Chicago and shit over there. My cousin's Capri's, and they got like a Italian beef pizza. So yes, bro, so fucking good. It's like, dude, stop dropping it. But they got like the Italian beefs with the fucking giardiniera peppers on there.
I love that giardiniera, man. That's that Chicago shit right there, bro. Yo, you got me hungry as fuck.
I know, we need to fucking find some pizza.
Annoyed as fuck now. I'm hungry, bro.
No order right now, dog.
Let's get it out.
What time is it? 9:30.
Yeah, bro, let's get it up. I'm fucking out.
They might deliver. Time we're done.
Bro, that Floatzilla shit, we hitting that bitch next year, dog. Fuck, hey, I'm not saying fuck Tom Woods Float. Not saying fuck Tom Woods Float, but I'm saying fuck the float. We're going to Floatzilla next year, though. Shit, that shit looks so cool. I'm going to one of the floats next year, whether it be Floatzilla or fucking Tom Wood Float, man. Tom Wood Float would be gas, bro.
We go.
Yo, this is so cool. Daddy Daycare style on the Weekly Web Show. I fucking love this shit, man.
Hey, little Damien's making his appearance. Little Pudge Man's making his appearance.
Pudge Man.
That's the Pudge Man. You guys have seen him before. He just keeps getting bigger and crazier. It's Crazy D sometimes we call him.
Hey, Crazy D.
Crazy D. You
So-
never tried lobster? Well, you're across the pond. I don't know if they got lobsters out there.
I don't know. It's like it can be kind of good, but it's also like a cockroach from the sea.
I don't give a fuck. I fuck with seafood heavy.
Yeah, dog. I mean, it's pretty good. It's cockroachish though. I mean, I wonder if you boil a cockroach if they taste good.
I mean, they got that much meat.
I heard they're high in protein.
My uncle, bro, and my dad were in the army together and shit. You know what I'm saying? And my uncle used to do that shit, bro. Like my grandma would have these plants, and there'd be like some whatever. I mean, it wasn't like roaches or nothing, but like some kind of bug or something, or a spider. He would
eat the shit.
Good in protein. Like dang him up. He used to smack him up. He said, "Man, him and my dad's house, they used to throw him like in their oatmeal or something like in the barracks and shit just for the protein because they didn't have all the food. You had like MREs.
That's true. I thought this motherfucker was gonna say just like growing up in Gary, there was just
no fucking. I mean, it was South Chicago, but I mean, they might have smacked him up, but.
I said, motherfuckers out here, and I know they like to fucking look for crawdads and shit.
Yeah.
Crawfish.
I have crawdads before. Yo, shrimp is top tier because, hey, on some bubble gum shit, you can fucking do shrimp anyway.
Shrimp this,
yo,
shrimp
I
that.
promise you.
Shrimp oh boy, shrimp gumbo,
shrimp tacos, shrimp po' boys, fucking fried rice.
Hey,
wow, whoop yo butt.
I'm about to smack the shit out there.
He's like, I'm thinking.
Prawns.
Hey.
Big ass fucking shrimp, bro. Like on that motherfucking, nope. Like on that motherfucking, like in the movie. With the
What you doing, boy?
Giant prawns. Ugh. I don't know, man. I don't really fuck with a lot of that. It's good.
Hey, buddy. What are you doing?
Gonna be on the Weekly Wicked Webshow.
You gonna show with Trizz?
What's just, okay.
Watch your curls, dog. Don't get caught up in there.
Dog. Why right now all you motherfuckers talking food make me hungry as fuck, bro? What the fuck is going on, man? We're gonna get. We're gonna.
I don't know. How did this spin off?
Oh shit! Oh shit! Yeah, damn.
You're in timeout, dog.
That boy just almost pulled all the fucking strings.
I said breakout, bitch.
Oh, yeah, he got his last bit of energy in this bitch for sure. Yeah, no, I look. I'm not lying and saying I wouldn't fucking eat some shrimp or some lobster or whatever, but at the same time, my first thought is to eat some steak or eat some shrimp or some lobster.
Do some straight with the steak.
Eat some steak and eat some burgers or eat some pizza. You know what I'm saying?
Some
Pudge banging out there wilding, Mikey says for sure, bro.
Oh, he out here wilding for real.
Yeah,
Back up, dog.
Go boom.
It's like you can't contain
And he just stole off on the jiggy. We'll stole off on this.
No, you fucking up.
You
fucking up.
Come on, you want to come next?
Yo, last week I saw him. He had 2 pacifiers and he pulled one out. I was like, pop that other bitch, and they're like, nah, I'm in this mood right now, motherfucker.
Yo, he wilding around, man.
Yo, but drink that pineapple juice, Mikey. Oh, what? My girl's always trying to get us to drink pineapple juice, Mikey. Ain't that weird, bro? Weird. But anyway, shout out to everybody kicking with us tonight, man. You know what I'm saying?
Love you.
A dope little fucking Weekly Wicked Web show talking about shit, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody who wasn't able to go float. Gore Fest is like next weekend, you know what I'm saying? Go to motherfucking Gore Fest also. Check that shit out. See our homies Razor and Scummathy put it down, you know what I'm saying? But really, bro, I don't have a whole lot left in my notes here.
Y'all got anything out there in the world? It's kind of a short show.
2 hours, you know what I'm saying? You know, that is for it actually, you know what I'm saying?
And it's kind of short for us, but I mean.
But make sure you guys go check out that new Dev remix for Massacre.
Yeah.
Check out strife, Clonosaurus. Keep the video. Ooh. And run it up for Yung Fiend's Rage featuring TeamMUJ.
Featuring TeamMUJ, Bridget Bites,
the fucking gang of
Remy,
nations.
Monster,
Hilltop,
Bobby Blazes, Bluetooth, Trizz, myself.
Good ass shots, bro.
Will Rutherford. You weren't there, dog.
No.
I mean, oh. Yeah, give him nuts.
Yeah, so Damien's tired. I'm hungry. So much motherfucking love to the chat. EC Jugg, motherfucking Bridget, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucking Mikey, Mr. Steers, You know what I'm saying? Mike Banks. That's the first time seeing Mike Banks, so come chill again, you know what I'm saying? Like and subscribe, you know what I'm saying? Dob Devs, motherfucking John
Nick
Chaos,
Bazaar, hey.
Nick Bazaar traveling across the pond.
Yeah, be safe out there.
Lawrence B. Knight kicking it in first time, I think, too.
Dodge Cost was
you know,
up in here.
Frankie Goldie, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Much
Shout out
love.
to everybody who's here
Kind of love hit different. Remember that shit.
every week. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody new, old, day oneers, day 17ers, day, I don't know what they were on, year 6ers.
Year 17,000. But much motherfucking love to the Juggalos worldwide.
yeah.
We will see you on the next one coming up soon. We will have more info on all of our shit coming up for the fucking fall and all that other shit, man. Until then, man, I'm your boy.
Your boy Jiggy Fresh.
And I'm Prez Murderous.
Tell them whoop whoop.
And we're Team MUJ.
Much love. Woo woo.
It's the Weekly Wicked Web Show with TeamMUJ. Family united, not divided, let me hear you say. It's the Weekly Wicked Web Show with TeamMUJ. Family united, not divided, let me hear you say.